What's up, aliens?
Ah!
Let the Wookiee win. This is the Cinema Asylum podcast. This is the final episode in our top sci-fi movie series by decade. I am Matthew, one of the superhero and sci-fi experts.
I'm Dyllan, the other superhero and sci-fi expert.
And here he goes again. I am John Thompson. I am the action and animation expert. Let me guess what you're going to say. Wow, you're scary looking.
No, but that nose is huge.
I mean, I would have said no, but you said it for me. So,
Gee, thanks.
what? They weren't my words.
We're going to have fun with this one. We are doing the top 10 sci-fi movies of the 2010s and the top 5 so far of the 2020s. As we are about to finish, we're about halfway through the 2020s.
Yeah.
A couple more months and we'll hit the halfway point.
Yeah.
So we're going to come up with our top 5 so far. It's been a great decade for sci-fi.
It has been. It has been. It was hard for me not to put down my top 10 for it.
Yeah.
No.
I have a couple more on my list I could add.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. 2020s has been excellent, but the 2010s though, it was incredible.
That's my decade.
It was incredibly difficult how to put this list together.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that in just a second.
That was rough.
But first, I think it's trivia time.
Yeah, it is. For 3 points.
Okay.
Go ahead.
90s disaster movies.
Twister. You already said that it's not Twister.
What is the highest grossing Walt Disney movie of the time adjusted for inflation?
That was considered a disaster movie?
It is a disaster movie, yes.
John, you come up with the answer. I think I know what it is. You come up with your own answer.
Oh boy. Is it live action?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the highest grossing live action Disney movie at the time.
Dang.
You're gonna let John do the work.
No, I think I know what it is. I just
don't want him to give you the same answer.
Okay.
No, I don't want him it's not that I don't want him to have the same answer. I'm going to give my answer. It's just I want to see where John goes with this.
Okay. It can't be Independence Day because it was owned by Fox, and Disney did not own Fox at the time. It can't be Independence Day. It can't be. Oh, man. Disaster Disney movie. Oh, man.
John is spiraling deep out of control. And
I would like to
fact
fact check something for the distribution company for my guess. Is that fine?
That's kind of giving you the answer, though.
Well, I just want to verify. Like that, I'm not going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's getting a little too close. That's giving you the answer pretty much.
Is it though? Because I feel like there's a few movies, disaster movies, released in the 90s that could fall under this.
I don't know.
I'm looking at this one specific one.
Yeah, I know, but usually we just agree on looking at the decade sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
Because I believe there's only one. So that would give you the answer automatically.
If I say this answer and it's not exactly the Dylan answer that he said, do I get to take it back?
I mean, you can give a final answer.
Yeah, no, you can give whatever fucking answer you want. It's just when we lock in, we lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not going to tell you that you're wrong before he hears us lock in.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Because that's the only...
Talk about it. What movie are you thinking?
I'm thinking... I'm probably going to be wrong. I mean, it's the only thing I can think of is Independence Day, even though it was not owned by Disney and Fox at the time. But since Fox does own Disney, it sort of counts as a live-action Disney disaster movie. So it's probably not Independence Day, but I'll probably say Independence Day. So that's my answer.
Okay. So the one that I wanted to fact check was Titanic. I can't remember who made Titanic. I remember the crew, but I don't remember the studio. Do you remember the studio for Titanic?
Let me see. Paramount Pictures did that.
Okay. So then it's not that. I think it's Independence Day. I agree with John.
Okay. That's my final answer.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Armageddon.
Really?
No fucking way Armageddon is Disney.
Touchstone Pictures was a subsidiary of Disney.
Oh! Dang!
I told you there were fucking multiple that I could have looked at, and I would have been wrong.
Nabbit.
I know, but I think Touchstone only did. I didn't know what studio you were looking up. I believe the only Disney one was Armageddon.
No, because I knew that it wasn't an actual Disney, like front-facing Disney company.
Yes, I know, but I think that was the only one that they.
I didn't know if Touchstone was Disney or not. I was thinking Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking to see if it was Fox.
Man,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. They're also the same studio that did Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
Dang, nabbit. Man,
Yeah, I think the only one under Disney at that time at all was Armageddon.
See, like Armageddon was going to be my fucking guess for this question.
oh.
You guys-
It was
joking
going
around
to,
about it
but you
last week.
fucking said Disney, and that completely threw me off.
Yeah.
Because it was a subsidiary of Disney.
Yeah, I know, but like,
That's how it's worded in the trivia too, so you can't go on.
no, I know. I just like, I've never thought, like, I didn't do any research on Armageddon.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's what I'm gonna fucking go with.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, I'm gonna be too busy. My ADHD is gonna get the best of me, like it does every fucking week. Like, I was like, I'm just gonna fucking go with Armageddon, whatever it is. And then you said Disney. I was like, there's a chance it's a different movie
Man,
than
man,
Armageddon.
I should've-
So I went with something else.
That's why I did that question, because you said you were going to do Armageddon, and then I trolled you.
Ah, crap. But
No, you know what? No, I deserve half points for it then. Because that was vindictive. You purposely want to steer me away from that fucking answer.
Okay, I'll give you half a point for that. It
That's
worked.
dude. That's like being like that. Oh, God, what
You
would
could've
what?
just went with it though and still said Armageddon.
Yeah, I could have, but you purposely threw me off, and it fucking worked.
And that's not initially what I was
you know,
thinking either.
you know,
I swear it wasn't.
man,
I
I
was
should.
thinking of-
You literally just said.
I should.
know, but I was my initial thought when I thought this a few days ago was I'm gonna give him easy points, and then as you start thinking about it, it's like this is fun. But like my initial thought was
Is it
easy
really
points.
fun though? Is it really?
What?
No, I initially did think
Ay.
easy points for you.
Wow.
What fucking?
Wow.
Because I figured John would have followed you. I figured it'd be nice for the end of Sci Fi September.
I also like to apologize that I had never seen Armageddon yet. So
You guys screwed yourselves.
No. What the fuck do you mean you guys screwed yourselves? You were like, okay, so you went. So days ago, you were like, oh, easy points. Dylan's gonna say Armageddon, and then you were like, actually, if I word this right,
Yeah.
like he's not gonna think that it's Armageddon.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
So where the fuck is the easy points thing?
I don't know.
Give me fucking half points for that shit. I don't mean a half point.
Ladies and
I mean
gentlemen,
half points. Point and
Matthew
a half
is
for that
officially-
fucking question.
Matthew is
You
officially,
fucking knew I was gonna say Armageddon. You decided to make it so I wouldn't say Armageddon.
Matthew is
Fuck
officially.
you. I even asked if I could, like, because I knew that it would have been diminished if I would have looked it up. I fucking knew it. It was the equivalent of asking for a fucking, for asking for a fucking hint.
Matthew is officially the villain, folks.
I am in my villain era.
I get a fucking point and a half for that shit.
Okay.
Because I said my answer was going to be Armageddon last fucking week. You purposely fucking, you admitted to it. Yeah, no, you purposely fucked me out of points. No.
Matthew, how many?
Like, that wasn't you fucking up like last week.
Matthew,
Like, last week was a genuine mistake. I'll give you that. You need to lean back. You need to lean back
Hey,
before
Matthew.
you fall forward.
how many
You
minutes
purposely
already
fucked me over.
in this podcast?
9.5.
9.5 minutes are already a Dyllan rant. Already in the 9.5 minutes of this show. That is a new world record, everybody.
Listen, last week I was calling for shit to be fair. And this is a different subsection of me calling for things to be fair. When you know that that person is going to say a specific answer, and you're like, I want to make it so this person doesn't get points. Like, that's cheating on your part.
That is
Last
cheating.
week wasn't cheating.
That is cheating.
Last week wasn't cheating. I'll advocate it. You accidentally fucked up.
Yes, I did.
We suffered for it. We got an opportunity to redeem ourselves because of it.
Yeah.
May I say, Dylan, for your rant, I bow to you.
Well, it's like, I don't want to be cheated out of points, man. Like, if
Me
I lose because
neither.
my own
I don't wanna be cheated
stupidity,
out of points
that's
either.
one thing. If I would have gone with what I said last week, because you didn't try to fuck me over,
Yeah, last week.
and I would have lost it, that would have been different. Like, if you would have asked a question that hadn't been Armageddon, because you decide
Okay.
these fucking questions
Oh,
beforehand.
gosh.
That one I did, yeah.
If you didn't fucking pick these questions beforehand, and I had been like, oh, I'm going to go with Armageddon.
Yeah.
Like you could have been like, oh, well, I picked this question, it wasn't Armageddon. Like, that's just the fucking luck of it. Like, that, I would have fucked myself over.
Right.
I deserve fucking half points for that shit. I feel like I've made my fucking argument.
Okay. Now let's get to our main topic, please.
That
Yes.
was 90s animation.
Okay.
90s animation.
Toy Story.
I better not get this answer wrong. I better not.
You're
There's-
getting it wrong.
No, there's no way, because I see plenty of animated movies in my life.
Iron
So,
Giant, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Pocahontas.
Challenge accepted.
Aladdin,
There's going to be a lot of shit to pick from that
Rescuers
one.
Down Under.
Yeah,
James
they're,
and the Giant Peach.
we're going to have to really
Which I need
study
to
up,
watch that
John.
movie. I need to watch James and the Giant Peach. I need to
You
watch it.
haven't seen James and the Giant Peach?
I need to.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
I definitely need to check it out.
So, yeah, that was that was the whole thing.
I hope you enjoyed the Dylan rant, folks. And
Yeah,
by
I-
the way, comment down below if you want Dylan to have a rant podcast.
Oh, dude. I don't
I'd
think
be
my
on board
voice
with
could take
that.
it.
I'd be on board with that.
I-
I would listen to you in a heartbeat.
I would love to do that if it were like a monthly podcast. I don't think that I could do like every 2 weeks, let alone every week.
Absolutely.
Hashtag the video justice for Dylan.
Dude, if listen, I would fuck. Like I said, I was getting cheated out of points. I deserve something for that shit.
Yeah.
You purposely fucked me over. No,
Villain era.
God damn, dude. You're an asshole.
All
That
right.
was savage.
All right. So since both of you are the sci-fi expert, who wants to go first? And
Matthew goes first.
Then I'll go second here.
Yeah, Matthew
All
goes
right.
first.
I'm going first.
All right.
As we've been doing, giving a little brief summary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the 2010s, we really saw the growth of elevated sci-fi,
Yes,
as I would call it.
there was a
Uh,
major boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some before Blade Runner.
Yeah, yeah.
The Matrix, I'd say, is elevated.
Agreed. Yeah.
But we really saw a boom in it in the 2010s.
Absolutely.
We also saw the resurgence of Star Wars
Yes.
under new ownership from Disney.
Yeah, thank goodness. So good.
It is.
And we definitely, as expected as time goes on, saw a great increase in technological achievements with sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
CGI and just camera work
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
got so much better.
Yeah. There's a lot more artistry there
Yes.
than there was previously. Yeah.
Yeah. The one movie I will get into, because I'm going to fangirl a little bit.
Yeah. I
about
know.
it.
I know.
But
Yeah,
to
please
start,
Yeah. Start us off.
we will do all the 2010s and then we'll jump into the 2020s.
Like we individually go 2010s, 2010s, 2010s,
And then we'll
20s.
start the same order in 2020s. So
Okay.
me, John, you.
Okay.
So, in other words, get your early Christmas presents out already for what movie you should be buying for Christmas, even though we're only in September, because there's a lot of great movies on this list.
There are.
And if you're not one to keep up on current movies, yes, get your Christmas list ready for the 2020s.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There you go. All right, let's get this. Let's start it.
Number 10 is a post-apocalyptic movie. It is starring Denzel. Excuse me. It is starring Denzel Washington.
Oh.
Came out in 2010.
Yep.
It's called The Book of Eli.
Mm-hmm.
Very underrated. It's great.
It is very underrated.
I still haven't seen it. I need to.
I won't say anything about the twist because like everything about the movie is a twist pretty much.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
I know about the twist, but yeah.
Yeah. I will say it will make Christian fans happy, this movie. If you are a Christian who loves sci-fi, you will very much enjoy this movie.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to get into too much about that movie because there's just everything is a twist.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you.
Denzel is great. Mila Kunis is great.
Absolutely.
Gary Oldman as a villain.
Ooh. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yes. He wants to use the item that Denzel's carrying as a way to twist the minds of the people following him.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I dig that.
Which can be used. It can be.
Yeah. That can be taken a certain number of ways. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially nowadays.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 9 is Annihilation.
Okay. Yeah.
Starring Natalie Portman, Tessa Thompson, her name from Back to the Future.
Which one?
The girl, that Marty's girlfriend.
Oh. I know who you're talking about.
I think that's what it
I'm
is.
completely fucking spacing. Wait. Part 1 or part 2? Because they changed the actresses between.
Let me look it up. I am sorry, I was not prepared for this.
You're banking on me having the answer.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Gina Rodriguez is also in it.
Ooh.
And Oscar Isaac plays the husband of Natalie Portman.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is a very if you're familiar with the TV show Under the Dome, it's kind of similar to that, where there's this thing called the shimmer, and when you step inside, there's no contact to the outside world, and things are vastly different inside. And I won't get into much because I want people to actually watch this movie. It is a sci-fi horror movie, very much a mystery too. The sound design is insane in this movie. Like, sci-fi does not scare me.
Yeah.
The first time I watched this, and this was before I had surround sound. This was just 2 speakers on the front of the TV, like 2 external speakers.
Yeah.
And this was on a regular TV, not a projector screen. Now I've got like my big setup, but like ice in my veins. Just the sound and what was on the screen, like how it mixed, was terrifying. So if you haven't seen it,
No, I still haven't. No.
you're gonna enjoy it.
Okay.
It's kind of thought provoking too.
Well, it's Denny, right?
No, that's Arrival.
Oh yeah.
No,
My bad.
this is the dude who did Ex Machina and Civil War, Alex Garland.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the characters do die. I will say one of the deaths. It's sad, but it's beautiful.
Okay. One of the best kinds of media, in my opinion.
The character, I'll just say she because all the main cast are female. She struggles with attempting suicide and stuff.
Oh,
like you
okay.
can see like the cuts on her arm and everything throughout the scene. As the shimmer changes things, like it's like sending it through a kaleidoscope and it like changes it.
Huh.
And she's ready to give up. She changes into flowers.
Oh. Okay. That's really pretty.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like she's ready, but it's kind of like a beautiful like beauty comes from death.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I really, it makes you emotional.
Yeah. I could definitely see
That's
that.
a pretty powerful message to say there.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I got your boy Ryan Johnson at number 8. Looper's at number 8.
Fucking love Looper. Looper's so fucking good.
You know it wasn't going to be Last Jedi.
No, yeah,
you
I
hope,
know.
but it wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt are amazing in this movie. Emily Blunt's pretty good too.
Yeah, I was a
She's
fan
a
of
little underutilized.
Blunt's. Yes, agreed. I was a fan of Blunt's performance here. Honestly, it was hard to believe that it was Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
As the young Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Like that was super crazy for me. I went the longest time not thinking that he had prosthetics on in that fucking movie.
Right.
And then when I finally watched it last year,
yeah,
it blew my mind. I was like, I was like freaking out over it.
I need to rewatch it again.
It's so good.
I've only watched it, I think, 3 times.
Yeah,
maybe 4.
I've only seen the one, and
But
I need to rewatch it too. No,
this
it's
is
so fucking
another
good.
kind. Not as much as some of the other movies on my list, but this is very much an elevated sci-fi too. I feel.
Yes, it is. I like I like the twist at the end. I think that was a really good tie-in. I liked I like that I just like that it's kind of it's not normal that you see a character where they're where you see both their story where you see where they are at point A and then where they're at point B at the same time.
Yes.
And so I like seeing that contrast. I like seeing like the differences between that. We were kind of talking about Lightyear earlier. That's another example of it. But I like that. I think that that's really cool. I think that honestly, I think that it was overall really done super well. I thought that they wrote it well. I thought it was really shot super well. I thought that the music was pretty good too.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And I feel like time travel's done a lot in movies.
Yes.
I feel like this is a very innovative way to show time travel.
Yeah, it is. It was unique. It was unique because I like we have sci-fi movies like Repo Man
Yes.
where we
I
have
need to
these.
rewatch that. I've only seen it once.
Yeah, same. I remember liking it.
Yeah, I do too.
But it's like where time travel's corporatized and
Yes.
it's used as the sci-fi elements present are corporatized. Like
Yeah.
like that's where it stems from, and that's definitely present here, where in Looper, if anybody hasn't seen it, the basic premise is people are being sent back from the future by like mobs and these people are being sent back in time, and then they're just killed by these people called loopers, and so they're just like professional, not so much hitmen because it's predetermined. They don't have to seek these people out or anything like that. Like it's just they arrived, it's killed. They're kind of like reverse pizza delivery men in a way.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best way that I would put it.
But
No,
so they can
it's
never find the
interesting.
body.
Yes, yeah. They go to like pawn shops and shit to get rid of them, and it's
Yeah.
super cool. Yeah,
Very
I dig it
inventive.
a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah,
Definitely a smart, like one of the smarter sci-fi movies
yeah.
in recent years.
I like. Ryan hasn't done a whole lot of sci-fi, but I really like where he goes with
Yeah.
it. I think that he has a great mind for sci-fi work.
Yeah.
And I think that he brings a good kind of complex to a story, and it fits super well,
Um,
or works super well. Sorry.
this decade's a little bit different than my other decades just because of what came out in this decade. But I really do like, no disrespect to something like Star Wars, but like I really like complex, like thought-provoking sci-fi.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Star Wars is not thought-provoking.
No,
Well,
it's-
it can be, but it's
mostly
not in the
fun.
same kind of way. Yeah.
It's mostly fun.
Yeah, it's meant to be a blockbuster.
Yeah,
It's not
it's very
meant
much
to.
a blockbuster.
Yeah, it's not supposed to promote that kind of deep thinking. Yeah.
Right. This is the only month, or the only week, or episode, whatever, that I have the same director on my list twice.
Oh yeah. Okay. I think I know what this
Number
one is.
7
Oh.
is Inception.
Yep. Okay.
One of the most intricate sci-fi movies in terms of storytelling. Crazy intricacy. A lot of people still don't know how it ended, no matter how many times you watch it.
Yeah.
I still think that he's in the dream. I
I do
believe
too.
that it wobbled at the end. Yeah.
I still think he's in the dream.
Yes. I'm all on board with that. It's just the easiest way to explain it.
I believe this is one of Leo's best movies.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's amazing.
I'm
in
with
it.
you there. Yeah,
Yeah.
should have got him an Oscar nomination for that performance.
Yeah.
Special effects are mind-bending.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like
And
the
inspired Doctor Strange.
yes, yeah, especially the hallway fight scene.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Oh,
And like the buildings bending.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, this inspired Doctor Strange, definitely.
yeah. I'm right there with you on that. That's 1000% what they were going for.
Yeah. the bridge scene. Not
I
sorry,
don't remember the
Doctor
bridge
Strange,
scene.
but where they're trying to wake up from the dream. I just thought that was really cool. How they like drive the car off the bridge in reverse, so when they're falling, it wakes them up and it like snaps them out of each dream.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
It, like hits the water, goes down off the bridge.
yeah.
And-
It's super cool like that. Yeah,
So
Yeah.
like a scene that takes 20 seconds is like a 45-minute thing in the movie.
yeah,
40-minute thing in the movie. So just the concept of time itself, which one of those songs on the score is called Time.
yeah,
Just the concept of time itself is in dreams it just doesn't quantify how time usually does as we perceive it.
yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot longer on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally.
You could do a dream in one night that you could have lived 2 years of your life in your dream.
Mm.
And it just shows that quantifies about how the brain works, how it can perceive it differently in your dream. I'm getting all scientific.
No, I love this. No, you're 100% right. I
Yeah.
love I love the brain is almost a MacGuffin
Yes.
in Inception.
Yes.
Like it really is. It's great. Granted, that's Christopher Nolan's filmmaking style.
Yes, it is.
Like he's constantly pushing this kind of like I want to make people think without. Hold on. Got it.
He's trying to
One
catch a
just flew
fly.
behind your head too.
I don't think
know
it's
where
there.
it went.
anymore.
Dylan's trying to
I was
catch a
gonna say,
fly,
It's not there
folks.
anymore.
But anyway, go ahead.
No,
We're hunting flies.
Yeah, but that's Christopher Nolan's MO in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Inception, I really like how it plays out there. No,
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. I'm geeking out on the inside. I'm
Yeah.
just.
Like, I like talking science fiction in general, but
Mm.
when we get into real like scientific
Yeah.
elements,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super cool.
I am fangirling.
Yeah.
It's
No,
so
I'm right there with
good.
you.
Yeah. When I watched it a second time, I loved it even more.
Yeah, it's just the extra detail in it.
Yeah.
don't-
Like I really appreciate it.
I don't know if I said this last week, but I gotta kind of brag a little bit about Primer,
Oh yeah.
because the guy had like a degree in engineering and a PhD in physics.
Yeah.
And I understood everything.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, it really was for the fucking nerds.
Yeah.
I dug
exactly.
it. I thought it was super neat. That was a really interesting touch that I wish that more filmmakers would do, but I also don't think that more filmmakers go into the scientific aspect because they don't want to have to
Right.
consult facts and shit.
Right.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nolan does do that in some of his other films. that
Yeah,
we'll
he
mention
does.
later.
Yeah.
Number 6, we're gonna dumb it down a little bit. Still the most thought-provoking out of the series, but more of a blockbuster.
Okay, so then I should get it. All right.
Big monster.
yeah.
Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The most thought-provoking out of that series,
It is. Yeah.
but still dumb fun.
Yeah. It is.
It's so
It
good.
is great. Critics didn't care for it. I loved it. I thought it was
I thought
fun.
it was great.
It was
It's
fun.
super badass.
Yeah.
It is.
Ghidorah is actually pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that entire ending sequence is so good.
I was watching it with. I'll tell you later. This is not something to bring up on the podcast.
Okay.
Just what the ending.
Okay.
I don't want to get political on the podcast.
Oh shit. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna love this though. Cinematography in this is great.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
The
Yeah.
coloring and everything.
The coloring
Absolutely.
is one of my favorite parts of that entire movie.
Yes.
No joking.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Contains one of my favorite shots in sci-fi. Well, I'd say a top 20 shot. Where Rodan
Mm.
is on top of the volcano with his wings spread.
Yeah.
The whole city's destroyed, and the only thing you see left standing is the cross.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That and it also contains one of my favorite lines. Moments of crisis are also potential moments of faith.
Okay. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
from the older guy.
Okay,
died,
yeah.
Died under in the Hollow Earth.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like this really set the bar higher for the MonsterVerse movies, because obviously we got Godzilla and Kong now,
Yeah.
but like Godzilla and also Kong Skull Island were both pretty contained.
Yeah.
This really expanded it to a bigger scale movie. acting was pretty
up
good.
the ante. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, the acting was good. We got Ice Cube's son.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right,
forgot about that.
right.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
He's actually a really good actor.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like his acting. Also, the first movie in the series with Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
She is a great actress. She really is.
She is a great actress. I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Her father in the movie is now playing Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's right. I totally forgot he was in it.
Yeah, that is Hal Jordan, our new Hal
Yeah.
Jordan. Going back to something we talked about in the Lightyear episode, which will come out after this episode.
Yeah.
We're doing the Star Wars timeline.
Nice.
Nothing wrong with it. Work
Yeah,
for Lucas.
nothing wrong with
Yeah. I still want, going off topic for a second, just on the Lantern thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like we're getting it, but I really wanted John David Washington as Jon Stewart.
Be awesome. I'd be so fucking for it.
They have their two front runners, and he's not one of them. But that's a wasted opportunity.
It is. It is.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That one, it didn't quite make my list, but it is fun. It definitely is a great fun movie.
yeah. It's a very fun movie. And then we got the Blue Oyster Cult cover from System of a Down at the end. Yeah, I like how they did that with the tribal drums.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Here we're getting into the really juicy stuff. I love all these movies, but 5 through 1 are like, ooh. These are like top 50 movies of mine.
Oh,
of
man.
all time.
Yeah. Man, me trying to come up with this list, good luck.
Number 5. I don't think he got nominated for an Oscar for this. He absolutely freaking deserved this. The Martian.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Matt Damon did get nominated for an
Okay,
Oscar for his acting.
Then he should have won it.
Absolutely.
He acted most of this movie on his own.
Okay,
he
yeah.
absolutely should have won the Oscar for this. Great special effects. Very much an elevated sci-fi too.
Yeah.
It's very scientific. Ridley Scott made it, director of Alien and Blade Runner.
Yeah.
It is based on a book.
Yes, I've heard really good things about the book too.
Yeah,
I haven't
wanna
read
read
it.
the book. The author also wrote another sci-fi book called Project Hail Mary, which is getting a movie adaptation from the Spider-Verse directors, I believe late next year, early 2026.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, nice.
So we will be looking forward to that.
Awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, Matt Damon should have won an Oscar for this. Incredible cast.
Yeah.
Absolutely stacked. Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Wong. Jessica Chastain. Rooney Mara.
Jeff Daniels.
Michael Pena. I think there was a couple more big ones.
I haven't seen The Martian.
Oh, you haven't?
admittedly, no, I haven't. I just it didn't seem
Oh,
like it's quite up
dude,
my
you
alley.
should. It's so good.
You will like some of the dialogue in it.
I like that he grows potatoes out of his own poop.
Yeah.
I like that.
I forgot
That's the only thing that I really know about
I forgot
it.
about that. Yeah.
Let me read off some of the cast.
I will say I would like to see. I like to see it because I want to see him as a good astronaut.
Yeah. Matt Damon, obviously. Jessica Chastain.
Mm.
I'm gonna butcher this. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Okay. Yeah.
Kate Mara, not Rooney Mara. Sorry. Sebastian Stan.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Kristen Wiig.
Okay.
Michael
okay.
Pena. Mackenzie Davis.
Okay.
Sean Bond.
Mm.
Jeff Daniels. Donald Glover. Naomi Scott. Wong. Those are all the big names in the movie. But that's absolutely loaded.
Yeah. No, it is. That's one hell of a cast.
2 parts of
Yeah.
dialogue you will really enjoy before I get into like some of the technical stuff.
Mm.
He's doing like a video recording for himself. In the face of overwhelming odds, I'm left with only one option. I have to science the crap out of this.
I've seen that line. I know
Yeah.
about that line. It's so good.
Or there's a part where he finally gets in contact with NASA.
Mm.
And he asked, "Does my team know? How's my team feel about me still being alive?" And they send a message like, "We think it's in their best interest to continue the journey and not know till they're home, so it doesn't endanger them." And he's like, "What the f?" And then you see him you just see his mouth moving it, saying it again,
Yeah.
but without actually the audio because it's PG-13,
Mm.
so you can only have it like once. But actually, he says it twice in the movie, I think. But
Yeah, that's normally about loud.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but he sent back to them, "Are you effing kidding me?" in the message, and they're like, "This is being broadcast
Yeah,
worldwide."
okay. I've seen that on TikTok. It's so fucking funny.
This is being
That's-
He's like, I don't care.
It's so great.
Yeah.
I love it.
and he's like, "Oh, really?" And then you just see everybody go,
Yeah, he put some shit out there
It's
for real.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so great.
People won't know what we're talking about. This is like an inside joke for us, but because we all worked at Goodwill at one point.
Yeah.
Steve. That is 100% a Steve thing.
Yes, it is. 1000%.
Steve would so do that.
Man, he would have been flying off the wall from the get-go.
But the technical aspects are great. Cinematography stand out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great
Well, I don't know,
cinematography.
but-
The part where he has to fly into space is just so intense. And
Okay.
anytime a space shot looks very real and really like well shot, space cinematography is if you can count cinematography, it's CGI most of it.
Yeah, but it still works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space shots are my favorite. So the fact that we got some really high quality space shots in this, because that's something about Star Wars that's kind of disappointing. For a movie called Star Wars, we don't get a lot actually in space.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically it's in space, but it's also in
Most
the
of
same
it's on
kind of
different
technicality as it's the same kind of technicality as
Dude.
we're technically in space.
Yeah,
We're just on a fucking planet.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. Most of Star Wars doesn't actually take place in outer space.
I'd say like a good maybe quarter of it is in space.
Yeah, a quarter, I'd say.
Yeah, just like between all the dogfights that we've gotten, all the
That's mostly what it
chases.
is. Hyperspace chase. and
Yeah, like that's
shooting.
basically about
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah, it's like specifically when they're showing travel.
Yeah. Get ready to start your engines, boys.
Oh God,
Mad Max Fury Road's at number 4.
so good.
So good.
Oh,
One of
dang
the
it.
greatest action movies of all time.
Oh,
It
and
really
greatest
is.
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
yeah. I had no idea it was sci-fi. I thought it was more of a,
What?
I thought it was more of an action
We already
movie.
said that Mad Max counts.
We said that
Yeah.
during the Furiosa review.
Yeah.
Yeah. I must have forgot about
This
that.
movie
Said it last week.
This movie is like injecting cocaine and speed right into your veins.
Oh, no whole lot about that, do you?
We're just going straight for it, just pure adrenaline rush. That's all this movie is. It's
Yeah.
one big adrenaline rush.
Yeah,
It is
that's
so
true.
good. One long chase scene. Tom Hardy is great in it.
Yeah, he is.
The visuals are stunning.
Yeah.
The score is amazing. Charlize Theron does great.
Yes.
We get one of my favorite things in any movie, a freaking flame-throwing electric guitar shredding on the hood of a car.
It's fabulous.
Just straight up just going on the hood of a
Yeah,
car.
going
with a
fuck crazy.
flamethrower.
Yeah.
It's just, I love this so much. The coloring.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
just the cinematography, the coloring. Just, I'd probably say it's like oversaturated and overcontrasted. I feel like that's the
I'd
best way
say
to-
so. Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's the
I'd
best way to
agree with that.
describe it. It's very, very colorful. In a different way from the Guardians movies, though.
Yeah.
'Cause
They.
they really put out the blue and the orange and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like those are the two most prominent colors.
No,
Very
agreed.
blue and very orange.
Yeah.
Just an incredible movie.
It is.
It
Absolutely.
is. I love it. It's the best kind of when you think high octane adventure. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the number one example.
Yes. Yeah. 1000%.
Yeah. This one's for you. Rogue One, number 3.
Yes. Let's go.
I know it's not your favorite, but
No, but I've learned to get a better appreciation for Rogue One throughout
Yeah.
the years.
it's
Yeah,
the
it-
only Star Wars one on the list.
No, that's fine.
It just missed my list. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
I just like that was more of a war movie.
It was.
It was a war and spy thriller, I feel.
Yeah. It was. No, that's exactly what they were going for. Yeah.
Cinematography was different than the other Star Wars movies. Part of that is Gareth Edwards.
Yeah. I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
Through and fucking through. I came into this world loving Star Wars. I'm going to go out loving Star Wars. But Rogue One was made as a film.
Yes.
It wasn't made as an extension of Star Wars. It was made as a film.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that's what it was. That's I feel like that's the reason why there's a lot of people that prefer Rogue One out of all the other Disney Star Wars movies
Yeah.
that we've gotten.
I feel like it's the closest one to actually being like an Oscar film.
Yes, agreed.
It's more of an artsier, not story wise for the most part, but just an overall like cinematography.
Yeah, like you could have seen this at a festival somewhere. Yeah.
It's very much grounded in that Oscar world.
Yeah, like if you remove the sci-fi from it, the Star Wars from it, and if it was just like a regular wartime film,
It would have.
it would have. Yes, 1000%. Yeah.
But Gareth Edwards is one of my favorite directors.
Yeah, he's amazing.
4 for 4.
I still haven't seen Creator, but
Yeah.
he's fucking
Have you
amazing.
seen Monsters?
I don't think so.
So you gotta watch that too.
Was Mons? I might be thinking of a different movie. Never mind.
Scoot McNairy and Whitney Able.
Yeah, I was thinking of a different movie. Never mind.
Scoot McNairy was the guy who had his legs chopped off in BVS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was made for $500,000 only.
Shit. Okay.
So he went from that to Godzilla to
Yeah.
Rogue One to The Creator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One hell of a filmography.
Yeah, and then a new Jurassic World movie, which I'm crossing it's going to be great.
I think it's going to be good with him at the helm.
Yeah. Rogue One has one of my Jen Erso. I love Jen Erso.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Diego Luna,
As Cassian.
Andor, yes. He's great. Anything Alan Tudyk is in.
Yeah, Alan Tudyk is fucking great. Anytime that I see a behind the scenes photo of Alan Tudyk, I giggle. It's
Yeah,
just him on
Alan
stilts.
Tudyk is awesome.
He got
He's
an
amazing.
undisclosed role in Superman next year.
Oh, Miss Pitlick. That's why I'm throwing.
People are saying it might be Crypto. He might be doing the voice work of Crypto.
No, if it were
they're not
Crypto,
gonna-
it'd be somebody else. It would be like Frank Welker. It
Yeah.
would be D. Bradley Baker.
That was a
Especially
wasted
with the
opportunity,
connection.
and I love Crypto.
Yeah.
That's a wasted opportunity for him.
Yes, I think Alan Tudyk is going to be like Batmite or some shit. Like I think he's going to be like a little imp
He could
because
be the
he's
AI.
always little weird characters.
He could also be the AI in the Fortress.
Yeah. Oh, if Alan Tudyk ends up being Superman's dad, oh my god, dude.
Jor-El?
Yeah, Jor-El.
Honestly.
That would be insane.
Honestly, I could
What
see
a
it.
fucking pull! I think that out of anybody, that would be Jor-El that we've heard come from the set of Superman Legacy. It would be Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
That's who I would think. I wouldn't think that would be Alan Tudyk. I can't see Alan Tudyk
Yeah.
as
I still want
Jor-El.
Matthew Lillard to be Hugo Strange or Booster Gold, though. Or not Booster Gold, sorry. Who did I say? Hugo Strange or Plastic Man.
Yeah, I would lean more towards Plastic Man,
Yeah.
just for my own personal enjoyment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Rogue One also has one of my favorite scenes in all of Star Wars. The Darth Vader massacre.
Yes.
Yes, Kathleen Kennedy came fucking through with it. Oh, it's
Yes.
so
He
good.
sure did.
That is one of my favorite scenes in all of Star Wars.
Well, I mean, it's badass. Like it's fucking brutal.
It
Like
is.
we normally, it's so rare for us to see Darth Vader actually be fucking scary.
And that was one of the moments.
That really
That
is one of the
was
only
horror.
fucking moments. It was.
That was pretty much a slasher movie.
Yes. He was fucking brutal. Like I mean
Just the lighting at the beginning, just the fog.
yeah.
And then you see the lightsaber come out of the fog.
It's
Like,
so
that is
awesome.
horror.
Yeah. It's
It's so good.
it was done really well. I'm so happy about that. I'm glad that was added on to the movie.
I
It's
love
so
the
good.
planet designs too.
Yeah. Scarif is so good.
And also the water, where the base was.
I'm spacing on
Edu.
what. Yeah, Edu, yeah.
Yeah, that I love the design of that too. It just looks so different than some of the other Star Wars we've gotten.
Yeah, it is. I like I really like Jedha. I love
Jedha.
Jedha. Yeah, I think it's great. Honestly, I like the just in general Order of the Wills or the Guardians.
I'm not as much of a fan of Jeddah because we've gotten so many desert planets before. Jakku,
Yeah, but I
Tatooine.
like the culture that's there.
The
I
culture's
like
interesting. Yeah,
because it's
I'm
a
just
force
talking, like,
planet.
Overall planet like look.
Yeah, okay, I get you. Okay, yeah, no.
Edu and Scarif look different.
Yes, yeah.
Edu a little bit like Camino, but not terribly similar. The only difference, the only similarity is the rain.
Yes, yeah.
But it's very
other
much
than
a
that,
different planet.
yeah. Aside from like the rain, it was kind of giving me Black Spire vibes, which is Galaxy Edge,
Okay, I didn't know
where
that.
Yeah.
where they have like the twisted tree trunks going
Okay,
up like
yeah.
Crash Point. Yeah. No,
In a way,
that's
actually,
what
it's more
was giving me
Dagobah
that.
than Edu, or more Dagobah than Camino. But it's not even similar to that, really.
Yeah.
Just kind of like the
Well, it's like built into a canyon,
yeah,
which is or like the bit that we've seen. The base was built into a canyon, which is super fucking cool.
yeah,
And like you have to fly low in order to get through shit. Like it's super cool.
yeah. Cinematography is great in that.
Yes.
All around, Rogue One is one of my favorite movies. Top 10, actually.
I'm fully on board with that. It's
Yeah.
so good. I genuinely believe that if I didn't hold the opinion that The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie that we've ever gotten, it will be Rogue One.
Yeah.
Rogue One is so fucking good. I can still even hand it off to Rogue One.
Yeah.
Like it's good.
Number 2 wasn't in my top 10 when I initially, top 100 when I initially did it. Like, it was in my top 100, sorry. But it wasn't in like my top 10 when I initially did my top 100.
Okay.
But I believe the more I've watched it, it is going to end up on the list. And that is Blade Runner 2049.
Okay. Yeah.
Visuals. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. You can go, and I'll be
gorgeous.
right back.
One of the most gorgeous sci-fi movies. One of the most gorgeous movies
Yeah.
to ever exist.
Well, I mean, the lighting in general is just fucking
Incredible.
god tier. Yeah.
Denis is quickly becoming my second favorite director behind Nolan.
Yeah.
He is top notch.
He's super gifted.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
And this is one of the cases where the sequel has improved the original, which was already great.
Yeah.
I love Blade Runner. It's one of my favorite movies. I drastically prefer 2049 to the original.
Yeah. Same. Very much same.
Because the original is a little slow.
Yes. Yeah.
2049 is too, but it builds.
Yeah. I feel like 2049 has better payoff, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Just incredible, like, cinematography, all around lighting.
Yeah.
Just, Ryan Gosling is great in it.
Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista, for his small role, is great.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a unique role for him.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Dave Bautista is easily my favorite WWE turned actor.
Okay. Yeah.
He has the most range.
He does.
I would
yes.
say Batista, then Cena, then The Rock.
Well, they just need to give Cena more opportunities, but I digress.
Yeah, he has had some decent stuff.
Well, like
different range.
Peacemaker was unique for
Yeah,
him.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it showed his range. The Rock plays the same role in every movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like he could do good.
Yes.
But he doesn't give himself the opportunity to take other roles.
Well, I mean, part of it's his ego, but
Yeah.
the he can't lose thing. Like,
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me? That's the reason why I can't wait for Red One.
Yeah, Red One.
Yeah, I can't wait for
cannot
that.
to watch that.
He's going to get his shit rocked by Krampus.
We need to do.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I can't wait.
We'll have to do a review rewind in November or December. Sorry, why did I say November? Fat Man and Violent Night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
I'm down for that. Yeah.
yeah. But
Can
yeah,
we do one for the mean one?
Yeah. But yeah, Blade Runner's.
You know I'm not watching that.
No,
Blade
no,
Runner is
no.
absolutely gorgeous.
It is.
Any movie with Ana de Armas is great too. Yeah, Denis is quickly becoming one of my favorite directors, and we'll hear more of him on our next list.
Yeah,
If-
damn fucking straight. Yeah.
Yeah, spoilers.
It's not even a spoiler.
No,
No,
it's
no, no,
not.
no, 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 no.
Anybody who's listened
I mean,
to this podcast
have you
knows
noticed
it's not a
Matthew's
spoiler.
shirts, folks? You know what's going to be on there.
Anybody who's listened to this podcast knows it's not a spoiler.
I will say one other comment I have about 2049 is I just love the one of my favorite shots in all of sci-fi is when he's standing at that railing and the digital woman comes down and like
Yes.
blows him a kiss and
Yeah,
everything.
it is
Like,
great.
that's
The lighting. In
oh yeah, I
that,
fucking
like,
love
the
it.
Blue and the pink.
Yeah, it mixes so well. It's one of my favorite aesthetics in all of cinema.
Blade Runner has the aesthetic I aspire for when taking photos.
Yes. Yes.
I really like to make it look like it's from Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Any kind of night shots, I try to make it look like it's from Blade Runner.
Yeah. I would too.
Yeah.
That is that is the aesthetic I aspire.
Yeah. No, it's
Absolutely.
really good. I love
Absolutely.
it. Like Denny knocked it out of the fucking park
He
there.
did.
Yes,
It truly is a visual spectacle.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
A little bit long.
Yeah, but
I don't-
that's
I don't
fine.
mind long movies. I'm
Yeah.
just saying for some people it's a little bit long.
Yeah, yeah.
Like one of my favorite movies is 4 hours,
Yeah.
and that's not just because Wonder Woman's in it.
but yeah,
Definitely part of
gee, I wonder
part of
what
it.
I wonder number one on the list is going to be. I think we know.
Do we though?
I don't know. If I had to make a guess, I'd say Ready Player One.
No, but that is probably on John's list.
Yeah, probably.
And I just missed it out. I want to rewatch
wow.
it.
Wow.
I really thought that was going to be on his list.
Yeah.
Spielberg. Yeah.
Like I said, the list was incredibly difficult, but we'll get to mine in just a little bit. But yeah, Interstellar is number one, isn't it? It has to be.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And I totally respect you for that.
You
Because
better.
I do. I try to love it. I watched it like 2 times, and it's one of those things where maybe it was still a little too long for me. I don't know. I do want to rewatch it more and more times, but I have a lot of love and respect for this movie. Gorgeous wise, acting wise, the bookshelf visuals. It's pretty amazing stuff. Of how
Are you going to let me talk about my
Yeah,
favorite movie?
let
Yeah.
Matthew go.
I know. I'm just
It's
saying.
his list.
I'm just saying that I respect it as well. So there you go.
Yeah. So my thunder was stolen from me.
Some fucking people. Jesus Christ.
Couldn't help it.
Some of the best visuals on film.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
The black hole sequence.
Oh, it's so good.
The wormhole sequence. Some of the best visuals. If you like sci-fi, this is your go-to material.
Yes. Yes.
And it's accurate as it can be for a fictional story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christopher Nolan, like, NASA was applauding him how accurate some of it was. I believe NASA actually helped him with some of the stuff.
Yeah.
The black hole, like, that is the most, based on images we have from NASA, that is the most accurate depiction, based on the lower quality images we have. That's the most accurate depiction of what they theoretically think a black hole would look like up close.
Well, I mean, it also just like makes full sense in general.
Yeah.
Like it's got such high density, it can't just be so two-dimensional.
Yeah.
You know.
They started a new. I'm gonna geek out for a second on
Yeah,
real science.
Go ahead.
They started like this new thing where it's like a telescope network.
Okay.
Like at all this planetariums, where they have a worldwide network of telescopes, and they all target the same area, and they
Okay.
combine a single image out of every telescope on Earth. That's part of that network.
Okay.
So they got the closest image, the clearest image of a black hole ever. And they said they need to make improvements, but except for the light ring, like the red part,
Yeah.
it looks exactly like Interstellar. And Interstellar came out 2014.
Yeah.
This was like 3 weeks ago. So they got it right.
Yeah, 10 years. Yeah.
They just don't have the light rings, but they said they just couldn't see that with the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the filter of the telescope or whatever. It didn't
Okay.
have like the, it couldn't see that color.
Yeah, it wasn't able. The spectrum. It
Yeah.
wasn't able to pick up that kind of range of spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of the improvements they're gonna make. But they fully expect to see the light ring in the next few years.
Okay.
And it sounds like it's going to look like Interstellar. And not only what Christopher Nolan had to do for this movie with that scene, I love the scene so much. The black hole sequence took, I believe it was 100 hours for every second of footage to render.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Over, I believe it was 700 terabytes of information.
Good lord.
For the black hole sequence. That is insanity.
It is.
Yeah.
The fact that it was so high quality. All the space shots look incredible in this.
Sorry, God.
The score. Hans Zimmer is the GOAT.
Yes, 1000%.
He is he's been my favorite, unbeknownst to me at the time. He's been my favorite composer since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lion King was my favorite movie when I was little. He composed it.
Yeah.
When I was 12, 14, oh no, it's trouble.
Oh, good God.
When I was 12 or 12 range, 14 range. The Dark Knight trilogy, he composed that.
Yeah.
2014, Interstellar, he composed that.
Yeah.
No, the fuck I didn't. My music's
Shut up. Going into current years,
Yep.
Dune.
Here
he
comes Paul,
composed
guys.
I'll take
Yeah.
credit for that.
Paul with the jokes. But he's been my favorite composer my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could see him in concert.
I
Yeah, it'd be
recently got
amazing.
into the Pirates of the Caribbean movies like the last 4 years.
Mm.
He composed a couple of those.
Yeah.
Like No Time to Die. Inception.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot he composed No Time to Die. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Man of Steel. Like, all these movies I adore.
I bow to Hanzo, or I bow to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Every movie I adore.
He is the composer god, ladies and gentlemen.
He really is amazing at what he does.
Yeah.
He does.
He's fucking phenomenal.
He's so experimental.
Yeah.
He decided to use church organs for
Yeah.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a regular organ, like a full-size church organ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who thought of that?
A
Besides
madman.
It's
Yeah.
crazy stuff. Yeah. A madman.
But Inception's just such a good movie. Even it's deep. Like I said, I love elevated sci-fi. It boils. It takes a little bit to understand the movie. The ending's kind of confusing, but it boils down to love is the one thing that we didn't invent it. It is a higher thing, like a higher form of power, and it's the one thing we're capable of perceiving, as they say in the movie, that transcends dimensions of time and space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can feel love for someone who died 20 years ago. You have not seen them in 20 years. You still love them.
Yeah.
It shows that love is like the most powerful thing. And it's just such a deep message. In the movie, they're light years apart. Murph and Cooper, Jessica Chastain, and Matthew McConaughey. They have their. She even hates him at some points, but
Yeah.
she still loves him.
Yeah.
It's so powerful, and it's such a beautiful movie.
It is.
Yeah, like I can't stress enough how much I love this movie.
Yeah. I never need to rewatch it more and more times because I respect it a lot.
This is the only sci-fi movie in my top 5 of all time.
Wow. Yeah.
Because the other ones are superhero movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, The Dark Knight, The Batman, not The Batman. Wonder Woman, The Dark Knight, Snyder Cut, and Man of Steel. And Batman's like 6. No, Batman's 7, Twister 6. Like, this is like top 5 movie for me.
Yeah.
I just love it so much. And then I'll mention honorable mentions real quick. Gravity and Ready Player One were honorable.
Yes. Yeah.
Ad Astra also.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'll say it's an honorable mention. Simply because of the cinematography. I didn't enjoy the story as much, but it's the same cinematographer as Interstellar. Hoyt van Hoytma.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I love some of the concepts in that movie, though. Like the moon buggy chase, where they're like shooting at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah. I have a bunch of honorable mentions, but I'll post them all on the Cinema Sound Facebook page.
Yeah, why don't we come up with a list of like our honorable mentions, and we'll put like a post on the Twitter and Facebook of it.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
Like our top 5 honorable mentions.
I mean, I can't do top 5. I got like 1 or 2 in my chamber. but-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just gonna do it after I did my number 2.
Okay.
It's normally how I see
Yeah.
honorable mentions done.
Okay. Oh boy, so many great movies.
I feel bad because I actually took quite a bit of time with that.
No, you're good. You're
I
I
good.
you're
took like
fine.
35 minutes.
Okay,
for it.
Oh, that's fine.
I gotta let you know, guys. When I was coming up with this list, this was by far this was by far was one of the most difficult lists I ever had to do in terms of doing this top 10 because there were so many amazing sci-fi movies of the 2010s.
It was fracking hard.
Yeah, there's like
What's your fucking language?
that's possible. Humor, folks. Yeah, there's 26 sci-fi movies I love on this list, and I have to nail those down to 10.
Yeah,
So-
you better have.
Yeah. So I was thinking and so when I was coming up with these rankings, I thought to myself, could all of them be number one? Because I love
No!
I know.
John.
I know.
buddy.
I know. I'm just saying.
Taking the cheap way out.
No, I was exaggerating. That's what it feels like. It feels like, can I put all this in number one?
To be
Out
fair,
of
I put a
all
lot
the
on my
movies
number one, so.
that you talked about, there are 6 movies I have that you didn't mention, but that's okay. Yeah. But that's okay because sci-fi of the 2010s was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So starting off with number 10 on the list is going to be Edge of Tomorrow,
Okay.
which first off, it should have been called Live, Die, Repeat. I personally love that title more than Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow is a cool title, but I like Live, Die, Repeat instead.
Edge of Tomorrow is a very basic sci-fi title.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it should.
You're a basic sci-fi title.
I am not. I am an elevated sci-fi title.
Shit is what you are.
Anyways,
Yeah, we heard that earlier.
You don't have toilet paper in your bathroom.
Well, I mean, I feel like at that point you'd think that there would be some in there.
okay. Anyways,
No, it's all used. It's all gone. What? There's only one roll in there.
Remember?
I know. I'm being funny.
oh. By the way, it should have been called Live, Die, Repeat. But
No.
anyway, but Edge of Tomorrow, yeah, this movie is action-packed. This movie is also surprisingly really funny. It's got some great humor moments. The acting is great. Phenomenal performances by Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Great chemistry. The whole idea of Groundhog Day, of getting shot multiple times, and you have to do it again and again and again. It's the action movie version, sci-fi version of Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
It is. Yeah.
It's very fun. Still waiting for a sequel. I'm going to go see the sequel in a heartbeat whenever this thing comes out. So please
If
let me
it
know when it
comes
comes
out.
out, please.
It sounds like 2026 it's going to be.
I hope so. I hope
Depends on
so.
if
If
he's
it is
gonna be busy
2026,
doing more
man, it's
Mission
going to be a
Impossible
stack.
movies.
It's going to be a stack year of movies. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing that year. But Edge of Tomorrow, it comes in at number 10. All right, number 9. There's going to be more than one movie in this franchise that's going to be on this list. Start off with Rise of the Planet of the Apes at number 9. Yeah, you'll see a lot of Planet of the Apes movies on this list. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. For one thing, when they heard about this one, people start to roll their eyes, thinking, really? You're going to do a reboot of Planet of the Apes when you screwed it up last time when Tim Burton directed it? Like, why do we need a prequel? What's the point? Then people went to go see it, and everybody was very surprised when this movie comes out.
Where were they wrong?
Yeah. And just to let you know, this actually was the very first Planet of the Apes movies that I have watched in preparation for the new one that was coming out in 2017. So I watched it for myself and immediately fell in love with it. Absolutely fantastic. So great. James Franco is great in this movie. The entire cast is really great. Seeing the character of Caesar in this movie, excellent performance all around. The visuals on the apes design is amazing.
Yeah.
It's so good. Looks.
They really went ape with it.
Dag nabbit, Matthew. I'm with you there. But the visual design of the apes that was created is pretty great stuff. The directing is fantastic. I love the fighting scenes of the apes and the humans. That's pretty great stuff. It's a pretty fantastic movie. Absolutely love Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it's really good.
It is. Number 8. I changed this movie at the last second when you said this movie. So I had to remove Looper. Sadly, I did love this movie. Mad Max Fury Road is at number 8 on the list because when you told me it was sci-fi, I had to change my mind real quick.
It's still sci-fi too.
It's sci-fi.
Which I did not know that. Mad Max Fury Road. man, this movie's nuts.
Yeah.
This movie
Put
is
it lightly.
crazy. It's insane. It's absolutely outrageous, and I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Uh,
There's a nice little girl there.
thank
Do
you.
that again. Do that again.
I love it.
Do the roar.
But it's so good. I love this movie. It's like it's one of the best films ever made in terms of how this movie got created, the way that they managed to put this movie all together. Tom Hardy is awesome in this movie.
Yeah.
The action is just it's so good. I need to rewatch it more often. It's awesome. And the Mad Max franchise as a whole is actually a really good franchise.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
John, imagine watching it on 120 inch screen with surround sound.
Oh man, man. All I can say is Warner Brothers, please release this in theaters so I can go see this in the big movie screen. Please release it for the 10th
they might
anniversary.
do it for the anniversary next year.
I hope
They
they
could.
do. I want
That'd
to see
be
it on the
awesome.
big screen
Probably
so
the
badly.
70 millimeter in Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had even higher on my list than John.
That's why it was hard.
I'm used to you
That's why it was so hard for me to put to try to rank these movies there. So that's why it was very difficult. So Fury Road, in a difficult way, was actually number 8. Now this is where the crap comes in, and I'm gonna be very straight with you guys. This was incredibly hard. It was so hard that at number 7, The Martian is at number 7. It was
Okay.
so difficult for me because I love this movie so much when I watched this film the second time. It's so good. When I rewatched this movie the second time, I thought to myself, when I was going to do these rankings, how am I going to do this? This is difficult now. So as of right now, The Martian lands at number 7. It maybe by a few years it will probably change, but we'll see how
Yeah,
it goes
yeah.
from there. But The Martian, gosh, I love this movie so much. It's so wonderful. Matt Damon is so good. The cinematography, the directing by Ridley Scott is wonderful. The story is so captivating. Is it just me, or do I feel like it's Castaway in space? Like it kind of feels like Castaway in space.
I can see that. I can see
Yeah.
that from what I know about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
It was so good. I love The Martian. Absolutely just phenomenal. And at number 6, man, only number 6, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Man, I want to put this movie higher as well. Man, such a masterpiece of a film. I love it so much. Plot is so powerful. The action is so good. Everybody was just great in this movie. Everybody gave great performances, which honestly, anyone that plays the ape should get Oscar nominations. Like, it should be Oscar nominated for this actor that played the ape. Like, like get them all Oscar nominations for the apes.
They honestly should have a voice category for the Oscars.
Absolutely. Yeah, they should definitely have a voice category for sure. Which Academy Awards, please. But yeah,
Voice and stunt work are 2 new categories that should be added.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, these Planet of the Apes movies, they just keep getting better and better and better. Especially, I mean, people thought Rise was great, and then you thought to yourself, how do you go to top Rise? You topped up with Dawn, and it's phenomenal.
I've not seen Kingdom yet.
Oh, you should. It's amazing. Absolutely.
I know it's on Hulu now. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't watched it either.
yeah. Which I'm hoping to get the 4K version for my birthday. Hope I get it. But Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, man, I love this movie so much. Man, number 5, the movie that I just watched. Now, I only watched this movie once, but it meant so much to me that I put this up high at number 5. Blade Runner 2049. Now, what was that?
Terrible movie.
It is not.
Terrible movie. Terrible movie.
Sure, no, you're fine. Anyway, Blade Runner 2049. Okay, just to let you know that I did watch the original Blade Runner for the first time. I think it was last week, if I'm not mistaken. And I know people say
Like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Okay. I know it took multiple I know it takes multiple viewings for people to watch this movie. I got it for the first time, which I was surprised that I got it on the first time. I love the original Blade Runner. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was the movie I was so excited to watch the most because I've been so wanting to watch this on my HDTV to watch this for myself. And screw it. I'm in love with this movie. I'm in love with this movie. Seriously, and it's not just because of the women. Which you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, but man, this movie it blew me away. Like the cinematography, the visuals. Like I was watching the visuals. I was thinking, this is not fair. This is not fair.
Did you know one of the actresses from that movie follows us on Instagram?
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of the prostitutes that tries to get Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
Yeah, one of them follows us on Instagram.
Well, that's awesome.
Gosh,
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
shout out to her.
That's interesting. Which thank you for mentioning Ryan Gosling. He's amazing in this movie.
He is.
So awesome. Jared Leto. Give a crap all you want about him. He's amazing as the villain, even though he doesn't appear much on screen many times. But he's great in this movie, and he's also pretty darn scary. Yikes!
He's just fucking weird.
And weird, yeah. And I think I have an idea why this film bombed is because there was not a lot of Harrison Ford in this movie, which I had no problems with it because the whole movie is about searching for the original cop of the original Blade Runner. Like, did you not read the story before you even went to see this film, guys? Did you not read the story about it?
Well, I'll just interject real quick.
Sure.
I don't think it's because of the Harrison Ford thing. I think it's because, obviously, it's got a cult following.
Yeah.
Just like the original.
Absolutely.
Both of them are considered two of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time.
Yeah.
I don't think the mainstream movie-going audience liked the idea of a sci-fi noir.
Yeah, agreed.
It was too different. Either they didn't like the noir element or they didn't like the sci-fi element.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
did not like it mixed.
Gotcha. Oh, sure. Go ahead.
I know exactly why it didn't do well. Because it sucks.
Fuck off.
We gotta accept Paul jokes, guys.
Paul really didn't like it. We turned it off like 40 minutes in.
Boo.
Oh no.
It was slow. It was
Boo.
Well, the thing is though, the movie. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna be for everybody, of course, which is not surprised. But I thought it went by fast when I watched it for the first time. So there you go. Because I was just loving every minute of it, including from the visuals and from the spectacle. It's not really also an action movie, but when you get but when you get to the action movie stuff, man, that's good stuff. I love the action of this movie. It's so good. Cannot wait for the TV show. Cannot wait for that.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm curious how it's going to end like that. Not to cut you off again, John.
No, you're fine.
But the fact that they're ending it with a miniseries.
I still don't think they're ending it. I think that
I
they're
hope
gonna
not.
pick it up at some point.
I hope not. I hope they do
This
more.
might be intended as the end, but I don't think it will be.
I'm not a fan of anime at all, but I do want to watch the anime because there's an anime on I think HBO Max or Netflix called Black Lotus.
Okay, yeah.
I want to watch that in the Cyberpunk anime.
Oh, Edge Runners?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I love Edge
Edge
Runners.
One anime I would like.
Yeah, it is really good. Prepare for nudity though.
But
Oh boy.
yeah.
But yeah, I was so happy that I loved this movie because I was so worried it was going to be overhyped for me, but it did not overhype.
Yeah.
I loved it that much.
Yeah, it's really good.
Number 4, another amazing movie. Inception is on the list. Man, I love Inception so much. Man, this was such a difficult list to do, guys. Inception, the fact that it's only number 4 shows you how amazing this film is.
I had even higher on the list.
I know.
Lower.
Yeah, I know. That shows you how this movie, how good this film is. How did Leonardo DiCaprio not get an Oscar nomination? I will never understand. Yeah, screw you, Academy. But Inception, we pretty much talked about it, how it's an amazing movie about the dreams and how they make the dreams all together with the action and all that great stuff. So Inception is pretty awesome stuff. Okay, get your pitchforks out, folks, because you're not going to be happy that I mentioned this movie and for all the wrong reasons or right reasons depending on the person. Number 3, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Now,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
I'm saying that
There's nothing
right
wrong
out
with that
the fucking
movie.
gate. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Now,
It's a damn good movie.
just to let you know, guys, I made a huge mistake. I watched a YouTube video from a YouTuber named Craze, who talked about why The Last Jedi sucks. And he said at the end, the only person that liked this movie is someone that had not seen the other Star Wars movies. Bull crap on that one. Bull crap. And for anyone that says that The Last Jedi is a horrible movie, you guys are out of your mind. It's great, and I don't care what anyone said, and I will defend that it's the best Star Wars movie over the original trilogy, and I'm going to defend that. Anyway,
Damn straight.
even with all that said, even if you guys don't care about the film, the visuals, the directing are all fantastic.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Perfect in every way. And for all the crap that people are giving us saying, oh, Luke Skywalker was out of character, there was a reason why he was out of character. I don't want to freaking hear it. It was just, for me, I love the risk it took for this movie. And Ryan Johnson, I thought he did a brilliant job. It was a risk taker. And by the way, you hired him that directed Looper. It was a great choice.
Yeah.
And also, let's not forget, the Knives Out movies are amazing. So he's doing great as a director. So
Paul's giving the Garrett look.
Oh, that's fine. It's a Garrett look.
I'm not even paying attention to that. Yeah, absolutely.
Better than Return of the Jedi, at least.
I love the original trilogy. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, no, they're amazing
But this
films.
is my type of Star Wars. I like this Star Wars better.
Like I said earlier, The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie that we've gotten since the first one. It's the
And-
best one that we've gotten. It's not my favorite, but it is the best one.
It's actually my second favorite Star Wars movie, but I think you know what the next one is, but we'll get that in a
No,
second.
you're fine. Yeah.
But yeah, I love The Last Jedi. I will love this movie into pieces, and also, yeah, as Dyllan said in that Alkalite review, we agree. Rotten Tomatoes is rigged, and for the fan bombing, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah,
guys.
there's nothing wrong
Shame
right
on
with it.
you. So,
If you have to
anyway.
resort to that to make your point, then you don't have a fucking point.
Exactly. So I absolutely love The Last Jedi. Number two, just by a smidge at number two, is Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I expected that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my favorite Star Wars movie. I love.
That's fine. It's fine. You can have that as
I
his
loved
favorite.
it. I loved it that
Yeah,
much.
it's
And
really
again,
good.
Don't get me wrong. I love the original trilogy. I even like the prequels, but The Force Awakens, this got me really excited for Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it's not just because of the original trilogy. It's because, first of all, I just love the coloring, what J.J. Abrams did for the directing. And also, I thought the casting is brilliant.
Yeah, agreed.
Daisy Ridley is fantastic. Love
She's
her in it.
amazing. She really,
she's
truly
amazing.
is.
John Boyega is also wonderful in this movie.
Yes, I fucking love him.
Seeing the return of Harrison Ford and Chewbacca is
Yeah.
awesome. For all you people that were complaining that Harrison Ford should never have been dead, it was going to happen eventually, so why all the complaining?
He
It's
didn't even
fine.
want to be in the franchise anymore.
Yeah.
That's true.
Have you ever seen Harrison Ford get asked a fucking question about Star Wars? He fucking hates it.
He does.
He loves being asked
I
about
had no
Indiana
idea,
Jones,
but
just
yet-
not Star Wars.
But yet he does it anyway because he's all about the paycheck and why not?
Yeah, like that's why he's fucking there for it.
He'll talk about any other movie. He'll talk about his Indiana Jones. He'll talk about Blade Runner, but he doesn't want to talk about Star Wars,
Yeah.
which is weird.
I mean, it's fun. I think that I would be tired of it too if I were him.
I'd be asking him
Honestly.
a Blade Runner question.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel like after 45 years of being asked the same fucking questions about Han Solo, I'd be
Imagine
tired
you
of it.
ask Harrison Ford, "Can you give me an autograph?" And then he tells you, "I'll give you an autograph as long as you stop talking about Star Wars." And then they'll just go with it. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing the original cast come back in the movie is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was
stuff.
amazing,
But man,
especially Carrie Fisher.
I love the
Rest in
lightsaber
peace.
stuff. Oh my gosh, the battles between Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley in The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens are great. I love those lightsaber battles. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how much I love The Force Awakens. Absolutely love that one.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah, it is. And now coming in at number one, which is and like I said, this shows you how difficult this list was. But not only do I think it's one of the best movies ever made, but it also is a movie that's extremely powerful, and I loved it that much.
Oh, Solo.
That should have been my honorable mention, but I'll put that on there.
There you go.
But number one, War for the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, close.
Man, I love this movie. If you thought Dawn was amazing, this one is also incredible. I actually had no idea that the Planet of the Apes movies actually were sci-fi until I had to look it up.
What?
Yeah, I know.
John, buddy.
I know. I'm sorry.
What?
Which I know, but I'm glad that I did look it up and actually did find out.
What?
Uh,
It's about talking chimpanzees, dude.
yeah, that's true. I
Like
mean,
just like bare minimum.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
that's true. But War for the Planet of the Apes, it was so awesome. Sorry guys about the background sound there. But yeah, War for the Planet of the Apes, it was just so good. When I watched the first two prequel films, I got really excited for War, and seeing it on the biggest screen possible made it even better for me. And watching this movie again before the newest one of Kingdom, man, I loved it even more. Even though I loved it the first time, but the acting was so perfect in every way. The directing by Matt Reeves was so beautiful. Love the way that Matt Reeves directed it. The acting was great. The action scenes are brutal and awesome in
Yeah.
every way. I love the sign language girl. She is so adorable in this movie. So good. I love Bad Ape. He is funny. Bad Ape is hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh no, yes. And then he could. I think so. Yeah.
I
See,
think
Don,
so,
I
yeah.
think so. Yeah. But yeah, he's great. And the way that he kept saying, "I'm Bad Ape," and I just love the way he said it. It's so good. And
Hi.
then you get to the ending scene. Oh boy.
Daddy's back.
The self-sacrifice ending of the film. It is sad, but it's powerful at the same time. Because you knew something had to come to an end with this character.
right.
So that's just how show you how incredible this film is. So there you go. War for the Apes happens to be my number one for now, but maybe in a few years it'll change. Who knows?
Maybe.
Is my mic level good? Hello, hey, Daddy's back, bitches. Is that good? Can I go?
Yeah, if you got you top 10 for the 2010s.
I'm not gonna do a top 10.
Okay, top 5.
Well,
Or just like your favorites.
has everyone else already gone?
No, Dylan hasn't won it yet.
No, I'll go last. It's fine.
I'll make this quick.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
So I'm gonna rank from least to favorite.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we've been doing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Is this going to be a serious list or a troll list?
I'll leave that up
I
to
don't,
you.
yeah, I don't think we have any right to ask that question, Matthew.
Oh,
So
yeah,
just
'cause you
say it.
told me
Yeah.
So sci-fi 2010s, right? Okay, so I did not realize you had said one that I was like, wait, that's not sci-fi.
Fury Road.
Fury Road. I'm gonna make this an objective list. I'm not gonna do subjective because I hate Fury Road.
And I know I was a little disappointed that you didn't like it.
I don't know how it's sci-fi, but maybe that's because it just didn't hold my interest enough to pay attention enough.
Well, it's post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
That's how it falls in sci-fi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd probably put that at the bottom of my list. Next, I can't remember like which of the Planet of the Apes, but it was the first of the new trilogy.
Rise, yeah.
Yeah.
Rise.
Yeah, Rise was first, Dawn was second, War was third.
I remember when that first came out, and we rented it from Redbox,
Oh, nice.
and it was a very, very fun movie.
It was.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch it because I don't remember enough of it to be like, oh, this is what I loved about it. Am I making this up, or was fucking Malfoy in it?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
I thought so. I fucking love Tom Felton.
Yeah.
That's his. That
Yeah,
I
Tom
said that,
Felton.
right?
Yeah.
He was also in the Flash TV show.
Yeah, season 3.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
I need to check that out.
Yeah,
Because
it-
I love
it's a
him
cool
as an
character.
actor.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Um,
Yeah.
He plays a jerk in Flash. Well,
Well, he gets better.
yeah.
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 Yeah, he gets better.
But like as an actor and as a person, he's amazing. Like
Yeah.
I could do a whole rant about that. We're gonna call this my number 2.
Okay.
Inception.
From the top? Oh.
This is second favorite.
Oh, where was Planet of the Apes?
I think 3.
Okay. So you're doing top 4?
yeah.
Okay.
Number 2 is gonna be Inception.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
I would argue that aside from Oppenheimer, it's my favorite Nolan movie.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
I think Oppenheimer is my favorite,
Yeah. I
just
figured.
because that's a lot more up my alley.
Yeah.
But Inception, it's one of the most unique films that I have seen
Ever.
in recent memory. You know, whenever cinema first started, every idea was original.
Yeah.
But then, you know, the more that time went on, the more that movies copied each other
Yeah.
and recycled ideas, reused ideas, straight up ripped off ideas. Inception was a very, I mean, sure, there were elements that we've seen before, but it was a very original movie. The concept of invading people's dreams, to my knowledge, was not done prior.
Not in the same way, at least.
Yeah.
Right.
That was Elm Street, but that was
Yeah. Yeah. That was a
Well,
little
no,
different.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The acting was phenomenal. I would have to disagree on one point. I don't necessarily think that Leo should have gotten an Oscar for it. Not that his performance was not good, because it was amazing, but I don't feel like it was, and it did win some, right?
It won
Vis-
something.
visuals, yes.
Yeah.
Visuals
Okay.
and some other
Which
stuff.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Those visuals were stunning, but I don't think that it was a movie that needed a ton of Oscars. I have but that's not, you know, that's just a me thing. I'm not personally a huge fan of awards, but that's just a me thing, like I said.
Mm.
My number 1, I'm not even going to say anything else other than the title. And no, it is not a troll. It is actually serious. Interstellar.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
That's a
Wow.
Nolan film, though.
I know.
You said Inception was your second favorite.
It
Nolan
doesn't
film.
have to be his favorite one for it to be number
it's
one.
objective,
Yeah.
Okay.
not subjective. It's objective.
Okay.
And you are looking at me like you've found the holy grail.
Boy, he sure did.
This is the promised land?
y'all gotta know. I have spent years shitting on Interstellar for one fact, for one reason, because this man, if that movie had a dick, he would suck it. That is how much he loves that movie.
Jesus.
So obviously, considering he's like a brother to me, I'm gonna shit on it as much as I can. And then I actually watched the entire movie.
Yep.
You know, I don't understand all of it. I never will understand all of it. I don't need to understand all of it. The acting is phenomenal. I became more of a fan as we got into the planets.
Yeah, like I said, the beginning was slow.
Yes. I don't think that there should be a 10-hour cut of the movie. But if they split it up into like 8 to 10 1-hour episodes, I would totally eat that up.
This was a running gag, by the way. If you
This
guys didn't
was.
know.
Because he would actually watch a 10-hour cut of Interstellar.
Yeah, yeah.
In one setting?
Oh, you
gosh.
know it. And then he'd probably watch it
It's
again
him
immediately.
we're talking about.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
I watched The Stand in one sitting, which is 6 hours. 94 version, not the remake.
Okay, gotcha.
I hated the remake.
Oh, yeah. And you and I did watch Peacemaker all in one sitting, too. So, but I get that.
Well, The Stand is essentially a movie. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're good. But yeah, Interstellar, I believe, is the best sci-fi movie from this time period.
There you go. I definitely need to rewatch it again for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really good.
Why don't we do a live watch party?
Ooh.
Guys, just be warned that if we do that, Matthew will make a lot of moaning noises. It's not because of any of the characters, it's because of the space shots. I was convinced at one point this man was actually going to nut.
To be fair, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
It's a very, very beautiful movie once they get into outer space.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love to watch it a third time with you. Absolutely. I would love to watch it again.
What do you got, Dylan?
Well, I'm going to save my honorable mentions for after number 2. But number 10, Interstellar. I just wanted to get it out of the way on my list because
Yeah.
I figured that it was going to be on your list. So I was like,
You knew
let's
this
just
spot
fucking
was
knock it.
gonna be, too.
Yeah, no, I figured it at least be on yours. So I was like, let's just get that out of the fucking way.
Yeah, and then we'll try to make
Interstellar.
this quick when we get to 2020. So there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. Interstellar, it's
Not
good. Number 9, A Quiet Place, John Krasinski. It's really good. I fucking love it. Honestly, I feel like it's one of the, despite almost immediately getting ripped off with Bird Box, despite that, I feel like it's a very unique movie, and it does aliens a certain way. And honestly, I like that. I like that. It's rare that we get movies where there's not constantly sound going on.
Yes.
So it creates a really eerie atmosphere. Honestly, if you've seen A Quiet Place, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's getting ripped off a lot more, though, now.
Yeah, it is. Which sucks. Yeah. It's a really good movie. It deserves the love that it gets. Honestly, it deserves a little bit more love.
There's a new one coming out this year called Azrael.
I haven't heard of it.
It's about where people take a vow of silence after they're left behind by the rapture, and there's like all these monsters after them. It's a horror movie that's coming out.
Oh, that sounds really sick, honestly. I'd be down to watch that. That sounds cool.
But my response to that was, when I saw Bird Box poster, I was thinking, I'd never seen the movie, but it's pretty obvious. It's ripping off Quiet Place, isn't it?
It is. It's literally just vision instead of hearing.
Yeah, no
That's all
surprise. It was
fucking
the
is.
biggest streaming movie when it came out. No surprise. And they did the Bird Box challenge. What the fridge?
Well, I mean, to be fair, wasn't that around the same year that we had the Tide Pod challenge?
Yeah, I think so.
like we're just in this age where like everybody's looking for the next big challenge to
They
get.
even mentioned that in the Godzilla vs Kong.
Oh, did they?
They Millie Bobby Brown shows up to ask for some I guess some guy like buys fish or something, like the conspiracy theorist.
Okay, yeah.
And she's like, "Do you sell any fish?" And he's like, "Is this some new challenge things? I swear, when those kids bought the Tide Pods, I didn't know they were gonna eat them."
That's good. That's good.
Yikes.
It's just like of course Bird Box got that challenge going on. Like it's a full fucking thing.
They should do a Quiet Place challenge. Well, that's what it should be
Technically,
doing.
there is.
Yeah.
The Silent Library is kind of a Quiet Place challenge.
Ah.
If you guys know about that show, it's super good.
Oh.
I fucking love Silent Library. It's such a good callback. But no, Quiet Place is really good. It was unique. It was intense. It was. I feel like. Wasn't that like John Krasinski's first foray into directing?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah, there
fucking
was,
nailed
yeah.
it. Yeah, he did a really good job. I loved it. I thought it was kick ass. I'm still not the biggest fan of Day One, but that wasn't by Krasinski either.
Yeah.
So
I didn't care for it as much.
yeah, it just didn't fit as well for what this was, even
Right.
with it being Day One.
Yeah.
It's just
It
I
felt
like-
too off from the rest of the other two.
yeah. Quiet Place Part 1 and Part 2 are quiet. I don't know how else to fucking put it. It's just Quiet Place Day 1 had a lot of talking.
Even whispering, like they still hear it.
Yeah, like they were in a fucking Roman cathedral whispering where it's bouncing off the fucking walls and
Interesting.
nothing was happening. Like,
I mean,
whatever.
They did call it Day One.
yeah, but still, like even
Common
with that,
sense.
yeah, like it literally opens up where like the cat's little bell jingling so quietly attracts like 10 of the fucking aliens. Like,
Right.
you have that, but then you have these people loudly whispering in a fucking cathedral where it's bouncing off the fucking walls because of the
Whenever
the
I do watch the Quiet
acoustics,
Place
like-
movies, I'll let you know, guys, what I think of Day One. So there you go.
Yeah, it's still good. I still like it. I thought it was entertaining. It's just Quiet Place. The first one is by far still the best one.
Yes.
It's really good, especially like the nail through the foot. Oh, the movie did so well that I normally don't like sympathize with like the pain of characters on screen.
Yeah.
But that was such like a built up moment and set up so fucking well. It was so good. I love the execution of the entire thing. But moving on to my number 8. Number 8 is Pacific Rim. I was
Ooh.
honestly kind of surprised that one of you didn't mention it.
That was one of the ones I cut off.
Yeah.
yeah.
I watched it. I liked it. but it didn't quite raise the standards for me. when I put
Really?
when
But
put
I
the
thought
list
that you
together.
loved like the monster movies and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I do like it, but I don't know. It's very weird how I try to review this film. It was very weird. I definitely need to rewatch it.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good in my opinion. I like the designs. I like the sound of it.
I do too.
I like the concept. Because it really is like just like other multiverse. Like that,
Yeah.
that's what it is. I love that. Honestly, I feel like I also really like the aspect of like when we think of aliens, we think they approach from above. We never think about how they would come from below.
I still have not watched the second one yet.
I haven't seen the second one either. I've
John
heard a lot
Boyega
of
said-
bad things about it. Yeah, John Boyega is the main reason why I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Because he plays, I'm pretty sure, I could be completely wrong. Again, I haven't seen it. But I'm pretty sure he plays Idris Elba's son
Okay.
in it. Or
Yeah.
Idris Elba's
That would
son
make sense.
in,
That would
in
definitely make
Uprising.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it, but I have not seen it yet.
I haven't heard a lot of good things about it, but I also know that I watch movies differently.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that when I go into Uprising and watch it, I'll be like, okay, it's good. It's not as good as the
I'll
first
try to
one, but
watch
it's
it in the
good.
next few weeks.
Yeah, I need to check it out.
Because right now I'm trying to bust through rewatching Superman Lois before the new season starts.
Yeah. The final season.
Don't get me started on that. Did you hear about that?
No.
Before CW sold ownership, they initially planned out 8 to 10 seasons.
Oh shit! Really?
And they cut it down. They said you got 1 to finish it up. So it's ending with 4 when it was planned for 8 to 10.
Should have
Oh my
ended after
God.
the second.
Oh, ouch.
No, that's insane.
Yes. That infuriated me.
Well, yeah.
I'd be really pissed off too, honestly.
Because you haven't started the show yet, have you?
Nope.
It sucks.
I've heard a lot of good things about it.
The road eyes of Matthew.
But we are still reviewing it when it finishes.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Yeah.
you'll have to.
I
start
know.
this.
All right. So, what's next on your list?
Number 7, Real Steel with Hugh Jackman.
Ooh,
That was another one I cut off my list.
So fucking good. I still need Real Steel 2.
That's a movie I've been wanting to watch. I heard it's
That
real.
is one you will love.
Oh, I bet.
Well, I love Sean Levy's direction
Yeah.
across his filmography. It's the
Sean
same-
Levy is great.
Yeah, yeah.
Free Guy, awesome.
Yeah, Free Guy, Night in the Museum, Adam Project. He obviously Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. He really nails it with Real Steel. I love it. Kevin Durant, right? He was in Abigail.
Mhm.
He was in
Yeah.
Kevin Durant in this is one of my favorite things that he's ever played, because he's just this like big shot like Southerner in a $10 hat, and I fucking love Kevin Durant. Always a highlight anytime he appears in a fucking movie. He's amazing. But obviously Hugh Jackman. I love the bonding story. I love because Hugh Jackman's character starts off as such an asshole. he just starts out as this like deadbeat dad kind of character, like does not give a shit about his kid. But I like that we see them bond over this. I like that it extends to Adam. It's just an amazing movie. I think that it still holds up super well almost 10 years later, if not over 10 years.
11.
Yeah, because 2013, yeah. That's what I thought. It's just really good. I fucking love Real Steel. I desperately want a Real Steel 2. I know it's been in development hell for the longest time.
Yeah.
It's just a really good movie. I think that a lot more people should watch Real Steel. It's so good. Number 6, Gemini Man.
I've not seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Nobody really talks about it now.
Yeah, that got a lot of hate, but personally,
which is weird.
Which I honestly loved it. I need to rewatch it more times.
I thought it was kick ass.
Yeah,
like
Will Smith versus Will Smith. Sign me up.
Well, I mean, even just like in like technical aspects of it, it's super interesting.
That's one of the one criticism I heard from Chris Stockman, that he thought the visual was distracting.
Yeah, it was a little uncanny valley.
I can see that. Yeah,
But-
but I still love the action. I thought the whole film was fun.
Yeah, no, it was great. I loved it. Honestly, first of all, I called the twist at the end that it was another clone.
Okay.
I don't care about spoilers. It's been a fucking minute. I figured nobody's gonna watch this fucking movie. But
I was going to.
well, it's been a fucking minute. Anything over 3 weeks, you're subjected to it. I've made this rule. I've stated this rule multiple fucking times. If it's been more than 3 weeks, spoilers don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Sorry about you. I'm sorry. Should have watched it before now. Movie came out what 3 years ago? Like,
5 years, but close.
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a fucking hot minute.
Yeah.
Like it took me 2 years to watch it. No, Gemini Man is just so good. It's super underrated. I don't get what all the fuss was about. I thought it was super kick ass. The action was amazing. Like I thought that it was
Absolutely.
written really well. I thought that it was executed perfectly for what they were going for.
Yeah, I can give you that. Yeah.
It was just watching some of the behind the scenes for it. It was obvious how much effort they were putting into it to make it the best possible project that it could be. And it's kind of one of those things where like I don't want to compare Will Smith movies, but it's like it would have been nice to see that kind of effort and that kind of passion come through for a movie like After Earth.
Yeah.
Because After Earth had a very interesting. It's not on my list.
I would hope
I
not.
considered throwing it
Oh,
on there as a
wow.
joke, but I didn't.
Yeah, I would hope not.
Yeah.
No, After Earth I still find entertaining, but it's just I feel like Gemini Man has the passion and the hard work
Yeah.
that After Earth definitely should have gotten. And like you can still tell that it's there for After Earth. It's just After Earth didn't had great execution. And honestly, I feel like Gemini Man was perfect in its execution. I thought it was amazing. I don't think it's a perfect film by any standard, but it's really good. I really dig it. My number 5, Mad Max Fury Road. We've beaten this horse to death. I
Yep.
don't want to keep beating.
I wish that we
beating it.
could keep beating that stupid ass movie.
I mean, I can. It's so fucking good. I think everybody in it is super great. But no, it's amazing, super visually pleasing. We've already gone over this. Number 4, Looper. Again, fucking amazing movie. I really love it. Rian Johnson is my second favorite director of all time. Just a beautifully made movie. Honestly, I love anything that Rian Johnson comes out with. He's just brilliant man. A brilliant creative person.
Knives Out 3 comes out next year. Can't
I
wait.
cannot fucking wait. It's gonna be so good. I hope it's a little more. I hope it's.
Oh,
I'm
like a
supposed-
Haunting in Venice.
yes, I hope that's the Haunting in Venice of Knives Out. Like
Or it's
I
all
love the
creepier.
dark.
I'm
the
gonna
dark
watch
themes
it either
to
way. I'm gonna be on board no matter what.
Yeah, I'm super sold on it. Glass Onion was amazing in my opinion.
Absolutely.
I still prefer the first one, but Glass Onion was still great.
Have you
um,
seen Knives Out movies yet, Matthew? Oh my god.
You need to watch them.
Oh,
know.
Matthew.
They're so good.
Man, first Wally, now this too.
First one's got Chris Evans. The second one's got
It's like Clue, so I'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
it's so good.
And Dave Bautista. did
Daniel
that movie
Craig.
too. Yeah.
Batista in Glass Onion. Oh,
But yeah, you're right.
So good.
But you're right. Looper is great. Absolutely.
it is. I love it. I think it's an amazing
It's
film.
so
You-
crazy
You said,
insane.
you said pooper?
No, Looper.
Pooper?
No,
It's about Matthew?
Looper is just so fucking good.
It is.
I cannot recommend it enough. It's one of the best sci-fi movies we've ever gotten in all cinema history. Number 3, we've been going with the tradition for our list this month, and I had to break it. I just fucking had to. Number 3 is Power Rangers 2017.
Oh, okay.
One of us had to fucking mention it.
I was just counting it as a superhero movie. I wasn't counting it as sci-fi.
Yeah, I know. I've been considering it as a superhero movie this entire fucking time, but when I was putting together my list, I was like, there's so many movies that I could add from this fucking era, and I can't. I was
That
like,
would be
I
my
have
number
to add the one. I had to. Power Rangers 2017 is just so fucking good. I love it. It's beautifully written. It's composed amazingly. I love the direction of it. I love the overall design. While I think that the suit designs could have been a little different to be a little more. I like the unique aspect to it, but
Yeah.
I still like the callback to what it originally was. I just felt like it didn't meet well enough for me personally.
Okay.
But I still like the suit designs. I like that it was more space age. But it's so good. The casting for Power Rangers 2017 is also so fucking good. The story was all right. I liked it. Goldar. I still wish that it would have been like. I like the molten metal to it. I like the molten gold flowing, making up Goldar, but it should have been a little more person-like, in my opinion.
The best part is the heart of the movie, though.
Yes, it really is. It really is good. I love it. It's one of my favorite communications of teamwork building. Because we get like training montages and shit, but we don't get anything past that normally. We kind of just get like the training montage and then they're bonded. That's it. But the heart comes from their human aspect, the thing that Zoran fucking hates in the movie.
You ready for a hot take?
Oh,
This is up there with Twister, with both best overall like connection of the cast.
yes, agreed. The cast ensemble and like how they all meld together
Yes.
works super well here. I think that's really beautiful. Honestly, the moment with Billy, because I'll care about spoilers for this movie. Funny enough.
It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I love that joke, by the way.
7 years.
Your joke is better than Matthew's.
That's because Matthew's not funny.
Oh, you're getting
Tonight's
roasted
roast
tonight,
Matthew
and
night.
it's
Jesus
already
Christ.
what is it? 10:15. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
We got a little time. We keep
Look on
going.
his face.
My pinky toe is funnier than
I gotta
Matthew.
take a picture.
But no,
Let's take a picture of Matthew's looks.
But no, Power Rangers is just a really good movie. I fucking love it. I really wish that we would get the sequel to it.
That better be posted on the Facebook for BTS.
I'll send you the picture of Matthew's reaction. I'll send you a picture. Anyway,
Just
go ahead, dude.
Mouth completely agape.
That's perfect. That's perfect. gonna send
Check
you
out our
right
social
now,
media
Paul,
for
so
that
you can
picture, by
see
the
it.
way. No, Power Rangers 2017, just so fucking good. I really love it. Honestly, I feel like if there were one thing that I would change, it would be Rita.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. I like the space garbage witch aesthetic for Rita.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't need to be this like. I like the gold. I like the green in her suit because of what it represents.
Yeah.
Obviously, but I feel like they could have gone for a little less body conforming thing for her to just make her more of a fucking menace.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't have to be in a sleek bodysuit in order for her to be taken seriously as a villain.
I really hope we get news on the live action show soon.
God, I hope so. I want it so bad.
I know.
I
Netflix
saw
isn't
the-
doing it anymore.
Yeah, yeah, because fucking Saban decided to make the stupid ass move to discontinue the ongoing Power Rangers story.
Yeah, they're actually ending the original series.
Yeah, with Cosmic Fury.
I also want to say
Such bullshit.
Hashtag autism all the way.
Yes,
For that
1000%.
character. I love it.
Fucking
Awesome.
love Billy. He's
Uh,
amazing.
I'm hoping Amazon picks it up.
Yes,
Because
please.
Amazon will do multiple seasons.
Yeah.
The Boys is going to what, season 6?
No, 5.
I know they're playing like 8 seasons for Invincible.
Yeah, they are.
So like if Amazon picked up, we could get 60, 70 episodes.
It'd be amazing. I'd be so fucking.
Netflix
I'd be
probably
so
would've
down for
canceled
it.
after 1 or 2.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like it's
This is honestly
weird.
a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, Amazon seems to be like the place that's actually like bringing shows back for multiple seasons, which
Amazon
is
and
fucking
Apple,
crazy.
Usually.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Sci-Fi for Apple this year, Constellation.
Foundation and Silo are getting multiple seasons though.
Yeah, but I feel like that's also like they have their established fan base before this year. This year, a lot of streaming companies took this really sudden turn.
Yes.
But that's a different topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get back to
All
our
right,
list.
number
No.
2.
Number 2, Super 8. I was surprised that was on your list.
That was one of the ones I caught. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I should have put that on the list too,
That
but there were
was-
so many good sci-fi movies. That I had
It's
to put on the list.
so good.
It is. It's great. I love
that,
it.
That was, I believe, number 12.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh,
I-
Ready
yeah.
Player One was 11. This was 12.
Yeah, Ready Player One was originally where Looper was for me.
Yeah.
It was really good. I really
Mad
like
Max Fury
Looper.
Road is where it actually had to replace Looper with
Yeah,
Mad Max Fury
yeah.
Road. That's why I had it at number 8, and Looper had to take up off the list, sadly.
I just Super 8 is for me. Super 8 is the J.J. Abrams movie.
yeah.
Like I've said it before. I fucking love Into Darkness. It's my favorite of the Star Trek his Star Trek movies. I love that. I really fucking do. And I love Star Wars. I love everything that he's done with it. But Super 8 is just so fucking good.
This is
It's
Stranger Things.
film.
Stranger
Like
Things.
yes, like
I
it's
give you that.
the cast alone, the kids, they play well together.
Yeah.
What we were just talking about.
Yeah.
With Power Rangers, they communicate so well. They play off of each other really well, and they seem super bonded together. It's really really good. I like that it's still a like coming of age kind of film. Honestly, I love all kind of coming of age kind of projects.
Yeah.
Especially when it's the modern aspect of it. Once it gets fantastical storytelling, it loses me a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just because like I don't live in a fantasy world. Like it's a little harder for me to relate to that point.
Right.
It's just I relate the most to modern storytelling when it comes to coming of age. But like shit like Goonies, ooh. No, Super 8 is just super well directed. Pardon the pun. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
I'll add that
Super
one to
8
the
is
bank.
super great.
I'll throw that one in the bank.
Yeah.
No,
That was on
Super
a
8 is
t-shirt.
just it's really good. I fucking love it. I really need to rewatch it. I need to get it on 4K. I don't have it on physical yet.
We should get stickers made, and that should be one of them.
Yeah?
I think we should do stickers over T-shirts right now.
Yeah, stickers seem to be booming, which is really weird.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it's just so
Yeah.
bizarre.
We'll just get a sticker that says "Super 8 is super great." Line Paul.
Yeah.
Yes. That would be a cool tagline. All right, so
Honorable mentions.
Oh,
I'm
honorable
gonna go
mentions.
ahead and do my honorable mentions. I don't fucking care. Ready Player One. Paul with Simon Pegg. It's so good. I fucking love. You're amazing. You're amazing. No, also a great movie. I fucking love. Oh, everything about that movie. Oh, no. Ready Player One. There's a third one that I want to mention that I'm totally spacing on. Whatever. Number 1. All of Star Wars that is released in the 2010s.
Yes.
I love it. It's so
Including
good.
The Rise of Skywalker.
I can't not like. I love Solo. I love the sequel trilogy. I love Rogue One. Like legit. I love every fucking Star Wars movie. I've done it every fucking list. I can't not. It's just so fucking good.
I called this before the episode even started.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know what's gonna
I
be my
fucking
number one
told you
favorite
this.
Pixar movie. That's gonna be another story, but another day. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I've been telling you guys that this is going to be at the top of my fucking list.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
I feel like if I haven't communicated it by this point, y'all haven't been listening.
Yeah.
No, I fucking love Star Wars. We already talked about Force Awakens and Last Jedi. I already gave my opinion on Last
Yep.
Jedi. I'm strongly
I
opinion
should
on
have
that.
said The Rise of Skywalker to troll Matthew. I should have done that. Even though I love that movie too.
Rise of Skywalker is amazing. I really do love it.
Absolutely.
People
It's not
are
bad.
like, well, people are like, oh, it retconned Last Jedi. It didn't.
No.
Like
it didn't.
Kylo was manipulating Rey in the throne
I
room,
prefer Rise over Last.
Wow.
which is fine. Yeah, no, I think
I clearly forgot about that.
I prefer it the other way, obviously.
Yeah.
But Rise is still super fucking good. I love it.
I just like the cinematography a lot.
Yes, cinematography is really
it's
good.
beautiful. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like there's a lot more of a Steven Spielberg feel
Yeah.
to this one.
A big part of like alien sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, stuff like that.
Mhm.
A big part of what drives my interest in it is planet design.
Yeah. Kajimi's amazing.
Yeah, I love the planets more in Rise of Skywalker than in Last Jedi.
Yeah. No, I'm right there fucking with you. Great. Last Jedi, we only got 2 planet designs basically. Meanwhile, this one we got I'm
The Sith
Flubbing
world was
here.
terrifying.
yeah. So Exegol was amazing. That's the Sith home world
The
or
one
home
where,
world, quote unquote.
What's his name dies?
Huh?
With the snow.
Kajimi?
That might be it. Where C-3PO gets.
Oh yeah, Kajimi. Yeah. Sorry, I was like, who
I
the
just
fuck
remembered.
dies? Aside for Carrie.
Didn't Hux die?
Well, yeah, Hux died. Don't get me fucking started about Hux's death. Hux's death is the one thing that I'll go on a rant about with Rise of Skywalker.
Which,
I
I'm glad
fucking
it happened.
hate how he died.
which we're not going to get to that. No.
We don't need 2 rants in one episode.
No, because we already passed
After you
almost
finish,
2
we'll get
hours
Paul a
already.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, after you finish, we'll get Paul a shot. Trivia.
Yeah. We still, and then we'll do the 20s.
Yeah.
No, Rise of Skywalker is done amazingly. Pisana was also really done really well in my opinion. It's another
Yes.
culture thing.
Is that the Lando plant where Lando's?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, where it's the Aki Aki festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
That was the most unique, I think, of the desert planets.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because they show off the culture a lot more in
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
I also
will
like the
defend-
really sorry.
No, you're fine.
I like the really cheeky. Ooh, the Aki Aki festival only takes place every 42 years.
Yes.
Like that was a really good little reference there.
I'll
Yeah.
say Jakku is the weakest of the desert planets.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We also haven't seen a lot of it.
Yes, it's been more showcased in the books, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We really only get it in TFA, and then it's just like talked about throughout, or kind of talked about, just like she came up as a scavenger. That's basically all we get of that in the movies. Otherwise,
We need to make stickers for Valentine's Day, too. Roses are red, violets are blue. Why would anyone want to go back to Jakku?
that's really good. That's
Yeah.
really good.
And one more quick thing. When she said, "I am Rey Skywalker," I know people say it's cheesy. I'm sorry. I love that line.
It's
Because
great.
She's part of the
It's
Skywalker
great.
saga.
It's
that
fucking
simple.
amazing.
She's getting her own movie for a reason.
It's one of the best representations of what makes Star Wars One of
Yes.
the biggest themes.
Yes.
And it's found family.
Absolutely.
People argue against the point of like, okay, but you call her Leia Organa.
Yep.
She is a Skywalker.
Yeah.
She was born a fucking Skywalker. That's what it was. Or minimum, she was born a Skywalker Amidala.
Yep.
Like she was adopted by the Organas. Like that. Like it's the same fucking thing here. Oh well, she just took the fucking name. No, she fucking didn't. Like, even before I read the fucking novelization, it's so clearly communicated at the fucking end of the movie.
Yep.
That's why Luke and Leia are there. They're to
Exactly.
pass on the Skywalker name. That's what they're fucking doing. But then you look at the novelization, and it has Luke and Leia going, take the name, it's yours.
Exactly.
That's exactly what is going on at the end of the fucking movie.
Yep.
It's not identity theft.
Nope.
It makes perfect fucking sense. You can not like it all you want.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you have to like it. You don't have to like any fucking answer that you're given.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, real life dictates you can receive an answer that you don't fucking like, but it doesn't mean that that's the right or doesn't mean that that's the wrong answer.
Yep.
Like, you can not like it. That's fine. Life isn't fair.
Yep.
But, like, you have to take the fucking official fucking answer. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, I don't consider this canon. You could not consider it canon if you don't want.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, it is canon.
Ladies
Like,
and
it's
gentlemen,
just like-
Dylan's mic drop.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
sorry fucking about you. Like you can agree to disagree on it if you fucking want, but
yeah, it's like, see ya, peace,
Yeah,
next
it's like
subject.
Legends was never actually fucking canon. Like
Exactly.
it wasn't. Lucas was like, yeah, no, I'll sign off on it, but this isn't my Star Wars.
Yeah.
This isn't my story. Like this isn't what's going on. But
Oh, wow.
I'd fucking digress on that.
Yeah.
No, right. Skywalker is really good. Solo fucking amazing. I really want the follow up to it. I can't wait for Lando.
Hashtag
for
make
Lando's...
Solo 2 happen.
Yeah, hashtag
I
make Solo
agree
2
with
happen.
Dylan all the way.
I honestly, I hope that Don Glover brings a little bit of the Solo energy to his Solo Lando movie. I'm super excited for it.
Me too.
I just Disney Star Wars so fucking good.
Yeah.
I couldn't space it out on my list. They just
Yeah.
I didn't want to take up my list from other movies and just so fucking good.
Yeah. All right, before we do Sci-Fi 2020s, Paul, Matthew's going to give you a trivia question, which it screwed Dylan up big time, but that's all I'm going to say.
We're not
for
getting
now.
into that because
Yeah, no, that'll spoil it.
Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
go ahead and do the trivia question, and then you'll know why.
For 3 points.
Johnny, you might want to put down your mic.
90s disaster movies.
Okay.
What is the highest grossing adjusted for inflation live action Disney movie of the 90s?
That is very unreasonably specific.
And like I said, it is a disaster movie.
I didn't know there was a disaster movie that was a Disney movie.
Let me specify, because this was knowledge that's allowed, right? Because I think I kind of told you, didn't I? About it being under.
No.
Okay, never mind.
You just asked the question.
Never mind.
Go on.
I didn't tell
all
them.
you get is
I
the
didn't tell them,
question.
so I won't
Yeah.
tell you either.
That's all you get. That's all we got.
Yeah, I didn't remember what I told you.
look up
Yeah.
anything to help
Oh yeah,
narrow
because
shit down
that's
either.
what I was thinking of. You tried
Yeah.
to look it up. Something else.
I was trying to verify that it was what I was thinking.
Yeah. I'll say the answer if you don't get it.
Don't say it until Matthew says his verdict.
I didn't know that there was a Disney movie that was also a disaster movie.
Yeah.
90s?
Yeah.
Yep.
It is a big movie. I
It
will say
is.
that.
Yes. I can agree with that.
I need a hint. For a 1-point forfeiture.
Yes. It's a sub-label under Disney.
That does not fucking count as a hint.
Think of the other companies that Disney owns.
I don't know. I didn't
How do you not know?
I didn't know that they
No Fox.
I didn't know that was Disney.
Yes, Disney bought Fox.
The Prey and Alien and stuff are Disney.
So this isn't a fucking Disney movie.
It technically is.
Yeah, technically.
But
Yeah, technically.
not
Not officially. It does
It's
not
not
have
like- it's
Disney
not like the
official.
one-
I'm gonna pass because that is a bullshit setup.
Okay.
If you want to flump the question, flump the question.
I flumped the question because
Okay.
I think that is a way to. I think that you put it in a way that screws us up. So no, I'm not even gonna try because I don't know.
Okay.
A Disney movie that's a disaster movie makes zero sense.
Okay, I'll give you the answer.
No,
Go ahead.
Let Matthew give the answer. He's the one asking the question.
That is fair.
It was Armageddon.
Yes. It's Touchstone,
That
which is
is not a
subsidiary.
fucking Disney movie.
It is.
It counts.
Touchstone Pictures owns by Disney.
Yes.
Yeah, it counts.
No.
I
Yes.
know.
Yeah,
I
it
couldn't believe it
counts.
either.
That's how it's worded in the trivia section too. So like,
Yes. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it either.
If you would have said made by, I would have gotten it.
Well, that
that's
was.
how- I even worded it how it said in the trivia section. 'cause
He
it-
specifically worded it to fuck me over. So don't fucking worry about it. You got the better end of the fucking stick on this one.
I was originally trying to be nice a few days ago, and then I'm like, on second thought,
Yeah, he decided to change up the fucking wording to fuck
Wasn't-
me over. Yeah.
Wasn't the deal that you were supposed to make trivia questions that were answerable?
it was.
Yeah, it is answerable. We gave our guesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were able to think about it.
I thought.
I
it was,
was able to think about it, but it's not released under. It's a Disney film.
It's
a
still
sub-company.
technically distributed by Disney at this.
I don't care about
if it were,
technicality.
No,
That-
it's still the truth.
I
Still the truth.
my answer was Independence Day, but I was wrong on that one
Yeah,
too.
I tried to make it easy originally.
Like I'll call out
Sure
something that's
you
not
were,
fair
Matthew.
for trivia. I
Sure
did it
you
last
were.
week in case you didn't hear.
I heard, and I definitely still should have gotten those points.
You did. We agreed.
Yeah, I told
did?
Matthew that you deserve the points.
Yeah, we told you.
Yes.
Oh,
That. I told you that after. I said Dylan agreed. You got.
that's
the
right.
points.
Yeah.
I
Because
remember that.
because I was fighting for Garrett and John to get them if I got the question wrong too. Like if I got it wrong and they got it right, they fucking deserve the points
But
on
since
that
you weren't
question.
In the episode, you answered first. you weren't here for the discussion of it counting,
Yes.
so it automatically counted for you.
Yes.
But yeah, when I said it wasn't Twister last week, Dylan's like, it's gonna be Armageddon then. So I
Yeah.
gave it Armageddon.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I fucking said it last week.
Oh man.
Yeah, he specifically worded it so that I wouldn't guess Armageddon because
Okay.
he knew I was going to guess Armageddon.
All right,
That's what's worded on there though. So
all right.
You're a rat bastard.
Guys,
I love you, Matthew,
we
but you're a rat
apologize that it's
bastard.
almost 2 hours, so we're gonna try to get
Yeah,
to
we're gonna try
2020.
and get-
Yeah, thankfully, we did top 5.
yeah,
Top
we're gonna
five.
try getting like 5 to 10 minutes for each of these first
yeah,
ones.
yeah. Let's go ahead.
Okay. Who wants to go
We're
first?
going-
Same order.
Okay.
So
I'll go
number
second.
5
Okay.
is a Netflix original.
'Kay.
By Sean Levy.
Yeah, yeah,
The Adam Project.
yeah. That was going to be on my list. It's
Oh,
so good.
nice.
It's a love letter to 80s sci-fi.
Yeah,
It's essentially a Guardians of the Galaxy movie in a way.
yeah. It is. I agree with that.
Ryan Reynolds is great. And then he's got his younger self.
Yeah.
But it feels
Walker
like,
Scoble, right?
Yeah. It feels like a Guardians movie.
Yes. Yeah.
It's also got Mark Ruffalo in it.
Yeah. Yeah. That was super cool.
I
Uh,
really
been wanting to
ruffled
check it
some
out.
feathers.
Oh, doesn't it have
I've been
Jennifer
wanting to check it
Garner?
out.
yeah,
as the
Jennifer
mom?
Garner's the mom.
Yeah.
But it's got like the music of Guardians. Like it's got that classic rock.
Yeah.
Boston's foreplay long time is during a lightsaber fight.
Yeah. Dude, the fights in it are so good.
It's such a fun movie.
Oh,
Like I said, I love elevated sci-fi, but this is just a fun sci-fi movie.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
it really is.
I've been wanting to watch it.
You should. I think you would love it a
Oh,
lot.
I bet I will.
It's so good.
I'll bet you I will. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Number 4 is my boy. It's the weakest of his sci-fi trilogy, but Nolan's at number 4 with Tenet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Based on these lists, Interstellar, Inception, and Tenet.
Okay, yeah.
Man, if you try to watch this movie and try to understand it, your head is gonna hurt.
That's how all sci-fi movies are. I think Interstellar is actually the easiest one to understand.
Yeah, agreed.
True. True.
Because Tenet, you have like the time travel. Well, not really time travel.
Well, there's still loopholes in Tenet, so
Yeah.
it's. I feel like Interstellar is the one that's the most like locked in.
Straightforward,
Yeah.
Yeah, Tenet, you got time going in reverse and like.
Yeah,
it's-
you gotta figure out like where something began and where it ended. Yeah.
Trying to
I
hear.
understood it easily. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like the audio. Oh boy.
Well, they explain Tenet in a good way,
Yes.
but it's when you think about the timeline of events where it's like
Yeah.
that doesn't quite make sense the way that physics works.
I need subtitles.
Yeah. when you think about the movie more, it gets harder to understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
More than just the face value of what they tell you.
Yeah, it Tenet is the reason why I'm not a Christopher Nolan fan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love Tenet. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's the reason why I'm not a Christopher Nolan fan. It just felt like a complicated movie for the sake of being complicated.
Yeah, I can say that.
This
Yeah,
was
I
the
just
first
don't like
Agree.
This was the first time he got really crazy. He crashed an actual airplane
Oh yeah. I remember
That was
that.
nuts.
before
I still-
Oppenheimer when he decided to drop a real bomb.
Yeah, I like
still-
when everybody's like, "Wow, so what's he gonna do?"
I still want him to direct a possession movie.
No.
I would be interested in seeing what he does. Honestly,
As a
I
Nolan
want to see
fan,
that
am I
too.
gonna be suspicious to see this movie? I mean, I'm gonna support Nolan no matter what he does. But
Christopher
anyway.
Nolan is like, listen, I'll show that it's safe.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what the entire movie is Christopher Nolan
But
possessed.
I respect Tenet. I respect that movie.
Yeah.
Number 3 is a movie that I believe is on all of our lists, and that's Prey. Oh.
It
It
almost
almost
made
made
it.
it. Almost
It
made
almost
my
made
list.
it, yeah.
almost did.
It would be my number 6.
It's the second best Predator movie.
Yes, agreed.
Uh,
Okay.
1000%.
My favorite Predator movie, but it is great.
Amber Midthunder's great in it.
Yes,
I
she
really
is.
like that they went with the 1700s. Like, that was a bold choice in a way.
Yeah, it was.
And it paid off.
Yeah,
I really wish it would have went to theaters, though, instead of Hulu.
same.
It definitely
Agreed.
deserved a theater release.
Yes,
I think so, yeah.
1000%. Seeing this in
We can only
IMAX
pray
would have
for
been
that.
insane.
Huh?
Seeing this in IMAX would have been insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Next one at number 2. After Tenet, we got John David Washington again with The Creator.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Once again, Gareth Edwards, too.
Yeah.
Um,
Super gifted as well.
the technical stuff on this too.
Yeah.
Like, not only is it visually stunning, but knowing like the behind the scenes, the fact that he only used a $4,000 camera, no limited, very very limited green screen and CGI. Most of it was on location guerrilla filmmaking tactics, like they used in like low budget films of the 70s, where he was like right up in there with the camera. It wasn't on a tripod or anything. It's on his shoulders, and he's getting right up in there with the camera.
Yeah.
It was very like hands-on filmmaking, and it's just impressive.
I still haven't seen it, so
There's a lot of heart to the movie too.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, you guys really love. I can obviously tell it's super good.
Yeah, it's so good.
I
Yeah.
wonder what number 1 is.
Anybody who watches this podcast knows what number 1 is. I'm splitting this between 2 movies because technically it's 1 movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's how it is on my list.
yeah.
Oh.
Dune is number 1.
Oh.
There's not a lot of sci-fi franchises anymore.
No.
This is the greatest of the last 20 years.
Yeah.
To come out. Any kind of franchise of one of the greatest franchises to come out in the last 20 years.
Yes. Yeah.
Obviously there's been movies before, but they didn't do too well. So this is really a reset to the franchise. So I'd say it's a new franchise.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'd agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Visually stunning. Like I said, Denis is becoming my second favorite director. Just all around incredible performances. Paul, with that speech from Paul at the end. Not you. All around the cast is great too. In the first one, you got
Yeah.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
He plays a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Duncan.
Yeah. Oscar Isaac is pretty great in the first one.
Yeah, he is.
Um,
It's got Bill Skarsgård. It's
Yeah.
got Zendaya. It's got
Javier Bardem
Javier Bardem.
playing the comic relief, which is
Yeah. I
complete
wasn't expecting that for
opposite.
part 2. Yeah.
complete opposite to No Country for Old Men,
Yeah.
where he was terrifying.
He's Agib.
Rebecca Ferguson,
She's so good.
she's even better in the second one.
Yes. She's fucking amazing.
Not gonna lie, like her being scary is amazing.
Yeah. She was terrifying, dude.
Yes,
She was she was terrifying towards the end of the first one.
Batista,
Yes, yeah.
smaller roles, Stellan Skarsgård.
Oh, I said Bill earlier.
Yes, you
yeah,
did.
my fault.
David Dastmalchian's in the first one.
Yes,
Very
yeah.
small role.
Again, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
because he died in the room. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I got confused there for a second too.
You just scared the shit out of me.
What? Huh?
You said David Dastmalchian, rest in peace.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't remember the name of the character. I just remember he's a fucking computer.
No, Chris Christopherson died.
Yeah.
The musician?
An actor, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew.
He died at like 7 tonight.
You're kidding.
No,
Yeah,
I seen the article when we were going to Lightyear review.
Yeah, I saw it like right before I got here.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super upsetting. Yeah.
He was 88, I believe.
Good
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Long life.
But yeah, Denis is a master of visuals too. I believe Greg. I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, cinematography was great. What's the planet called? Utah Prime or whatever.
Are you talking about the infrared one?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, so
That was
good.
brilliant.
That's fucking awesome, dude. I still can't get past that. It's so good.
Austin Butler was great in it too. We
Yeah.
got what's her name? Leia Seydoux. She was in Spectre and No Time to Die. Hold on. She played.
Was she one of the ones that was?
Oh, Florence Pugh was in it too.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken.
Lawrence Pugh was great. Yeah.
She was Lady Margot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leia Seydoux was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was one of the members of the Ben and Gesserit.
Yeah.
She's probably the one that went after.
Florence was Princess Aurelian.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
And then Christopher Walken was the Emperor.
yes. Yeah. I was looking up cinematographer. In the fight between Austin Butler, who was also great, and Timothy Chalamet at the end was awesome.
Oh.
Choreography.
It's rare for me to like hold my breath during something.
Yeah.
I was holding my breath the entire time
Yes.
during that fight. It's so
Yeah.
good.
I also the scene at the beginning with the
The
stormtroopers.
the Harkonnens when they're flying up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The orange mixed with the black made those things look super scary.
Yes. Yeah.
It was so unsettling.
Yeah.
Like it actually I felt chilled on my spine. Like they were creepy.
Yeah. They were. No, admittedly, yeah.
So good. So good.
Yeah, Greg Fraser did the cinematography for these, and
He nailed it.
he's one of my favorite cinematographers too. Hoyt Van Hoytma, who did, like I said, Interstellar and Ad Astra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the stuff Greg Fraser did is Zero Dark 30,
Oh, okay.
Rogue One,
Okay. Yeah. I can see that.
Dune Part 1 and 2, The Batman and the Creator.
Oh, okay.
And apparently he's doing Project Hail Mary, which was the thing from The Martian I mentioned earlier, the same author.
Oh shit. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, that's filming right now.
Awesome.
Nice.
And my other favorite cinematographer is Roger Deakins.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I believe Hoyt Van Hoytma, one of his first movies was Let Me In. The vampire movie with Chloe Grace Moretz.
It sounds familiar. I haven't
Matt
seen it.
Reeves also directed that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's the remake to Let the Right One In.
Yeah.
It's a remake
Which
of
is
that
a
one.
Oh.
Swedish movie, I believe.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, not enough praise can we give him to Dune.
No.
It's one of the greatest movies of this century.
It
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
it's fucking stand out.
I probably should have put both of them at number one, but I decided that
John, you know you can compound movies, right?
That's true, but you know what? I think I'll stick with the list I actually have because two of the five movies that you did not mention, which I highly doubt that you have not seen those yet, which you should. But the other three, they are on my list that you actually said.
Yeah.
And so, all right. So let's begin with the movies the movie I rewatched recently. I was very happy to go put on the list. Number 5 is a Sony Pictures animation movie made by Netflix, The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Still haven't seen it.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it looked really good. I
It's
like the animation
awesome.
from what I saw.
It's really funny. Animation is awesome. The story is pretty excellent as well. It's kind of like the story of AI taking over. Now, there's this thing called PAL. Cell phone is gone, and now the cell phone robots are taking over, and everything goes chaos. And it's up to the family of the Mitchells, which this girl is about to go off to college, but she has a very overprotective father. It's not wanted to let her go. So instead of canceling her college thing to get ready for, they want to do a family road trip, which she's not a fan of that. She did not want to do a family road trip. But then once she got to hang out with her family more and just see all these crazy robots and all that in between, it turned out that you know what? Turned out family hangouts started to be a lot of fun. So it's got great heart. The emotions will absolutely get you with this movie. Definitely check out the Person Machine. It's a great movie. It's really awesome. And it definitely is another one of Sony Pictures Animation's best movies, along with the Spider-Verse Bros. So there you go. Number 4, what you said on your T-shirt, Dune. Yeah. It was. You'll see why it's actually a number 4 on number list there.
It's not even on my list.
Really? Interesting. I do love Dune. We said a lot of praise enough for Dune. It is definitely amazing. I'm glad I rewatched it a second time before I went to go see the masterpiece, which is the sequel, which we'll get down to.
You're counting them as two separate movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking 2 separate movies. Yeah, I wish I could put them both, but I decided to put those in my top 5 for reasons I'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, I love Dune. Dune is absolutely amazing. We'll get to the next one a little bit later. Number 3, which I'm so happy that I also rewatched this movie, which is The Creator. Man, this movie should have done so much better at the box office. It should have done so much better. I loved every minute of this movie. It is visually stunning. It's ridiculous about the camera. That fascinated me. they didn't use a very expensive camera. What was it again that they actually used?
A Sony FX3,
Which is
$4,000.
that's unbelievable. Like a $4,000 camera to use for this movie. It's
On an $80 million movie.
that's insane. That's really insane. Garrett Edwards, he is the man. When he does that. The cinematography is as we talked about, is beautiful. Man, the score is beautiful. It's so good.
My boy Hans Zimmer.
Yep, Hans Zimmer. Yep, there you go. Man, and the ending is so powerful, and it also is emotional. And oh man, I love that scene where the little girl tricked them thinking that she is dead, and then she does the old zoom, and then the whole automobiles get destroyed. Like they're gonna save the day. I love it. It's awesome. The creator absolutely is just amazing. Definitely a movie that I really love watching. Number 2, I'm so happy I get to talk about this movie. Now, this is the movie I just recently watched, and it's the newest movie that is out in theaters that everybody needs to go see. The Wild Robot is on my list. I freaking love this movie. I watched it in theaters just a few days ago, and now it's making my list of the best films of 2024 even more tough than it already is. And now it makes me wonder, do I love this more than Inside Out 2? Which is interesting, because I want to rewatch this movie again. My dad wants to go see it. And then I'm going to rewatch Inside Out 2 and find out which one I love more. Because, my golly, I love this movie. I did a spoiler-free review, so whenever this thing gets uploaded, it is spoiler-free, so you guys go check out for yourself what I thought about the movie. And then after review is over, go see it in the theaters. And it did great on opening weekend. It made $77 million worldwide as of this recording, so well done.
What was the budget?
The budget for this movie? Yeah, let me double check on it real quick here. But yeah, the Wild Robot is just, it's so good. I heard early praise for this movie. Like, when we did the Oscars reaction and we saw the previews for it, man, I got so hyped up for this movie.
It looks really good.
Oh, you would absolutely love it. On a budget of $78 million.
Oh, okay.
And it already made $77 million worldwide, which is really impressive.
It'll make one hell of a profit. No.
Absolutely. Which, thank goodness, because people were so worried that it was not going to make a lot of money on opening weekend, and I'm so glad it did. I'm not going to give away too much. I'm just going to leave it at that. Go see The Wild Robot. You will not be disappointed. But number 1, the masterpiece of sci-fi movies, Dune Part 2. Man, it made everything that made Dune great, and then they notched it up to 11 with this movie. Like, as I said in my review, this film broke me. Like, it shocked the crap out of me how much I love this movie. I was excited for it, but dang it's so good.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I was speechless. Like, I don't know how many times, Matthew, I looked at you when I was watching the movie, because I couldn't keep track of how many times I was looking at your straight face going, whoa, what did I just witness? This is, like, beauty. Like, it's so good. I mean, if this film does not get Best Picture nomination, and if it doesn't win the Oscar for Best Picture, this is a riot, okay? I know there's going to be other films that said, this is Best Picture nominee, this is the film of the year, which, people, you can say all you want about international films and movies that are not yet in theaters yet. I'm sorry, Dune Part 2 is the movie, okay? It's that simple. So, I don't have it. I can't praise this movie enough. It's that good.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
With me not being a horror fan, so this is looking objectively, the only movie I could see even coming close to Dune in terms of being Best Picture is Nosferatu.
Okay,
yeah. And I kind of hope that the animated films like Inside Out 2 and The Wild Robot, yes, I'm calling The Wild Robot to be nominated for Best Picture too. Please, animation up there, please. But man, 2024, it's such a good year for movies.
Yeah, it is.
How am I supposed to rank this top 10 list now? Nor my top 15 or 20. So yeah, Dune Part 2. I love it.
Right on.
All right,
Paul,
Bob.
you got any?
I'm blanking on what all has come out so
Furiosa?
far.
It counts.
It counts, but that franchise just isn't for me.
Gotcha.
I don't know why, because I actually had a list, and now I'm completely blanking. Okay. Just to fill out, because I'm blanking on my actual list, I'm going to have to do top 3. For some reason, that's all that's coming to me right now.
Okay, that's fine.
In third, Dune.
Okay.
Part 1. I was just kidding when I said it wasn't on my list.
Oh, you didn't watch it now?
Not all the way through. Not all the way through yet, but
Okay.
I'd say number 3. And on my actual list, it was probably going to be closer to 5 or 6. Number 2. John might be the only one that doesn't kill me for this. ISS.
I thought you hated it.
I do. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I say.
Number 2 is The Creator.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So Prey's not on your list.
I'll throw it at number 4 just for the sake of having more of a list.
Okay.
So The Creator. I would personally like to praise The Creator more than Dune Part 2.
Okay.
Not to say it's a better movie.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
The technical aspect.
I think the fact that they went about it how they did with the camera, the locations. I feel like it was a very good movie. I think I put it at 5 stars.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you loved it. Yeah.
I would be very curious to see part 2. See where they go with it.
I hope so.
Part 2 isn't necessarily needed. I think that we have the story,
Yeah,
but
the story ended.
Yeah.
but still within that universe, it'd be fascinating to see more.
Agreed.
You are going to crucify me for number 1.
I know you're trolling, so you might as well just give it up.
I'm not trolling.
Uh-huh.
I'm not. Okay, number 1 is Doom Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I do split it into 2 parts because it was released as 2 movies.
Yeah.
And that's a me thing. I'm just saying from my perspective.
Yeah.
I hate the idea of saying that 2 different movies are the same movie. My brain does not function that way.
Right.
I have to identify it as 2 different movies.
Yeah.
Doom Part 2 is far superior to Doom Part 1.
Absolutely.
Far superior.
Yeah, I liked it a lot more.
Everything about it was, I wouldn't say perfect. Pretty damn close to perfect. The story. Now, I'm not familiar with the books. I'm not familiar with the previous installments.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily make me want to look to those because that era doesn't do a lot for me in general anyway. But this makes me very curious about the future installments. And it makes me, I love to read. So it does make me want to check out the books.
I want to check out the book.
Yeah.
I think, and the same could be said for The Creator, but more so with Dune.
Yeah.
We are in a very unique time with cinema where there's not a lot of new franchises. There's just not. And the ones that are out there aren't really as good as what they used to be, in my personal opinion. I think right now, if they do Messiah right, if they do Prophecy right,
Children of Dune, if they end up doing it.
Yeah.
they're going to fucking do it.
It won't be the same director, but they're going to keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
this could be the biggest franchise of our lifetime
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
if they do the rest of it right.
Also-
Part 1 does a good job of jump starting.
Yes.
Part 1 is all build up.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's why I love Part 2 so much, is because I didn't need to see Part 1 to enjoy
Yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah, I can see that.
absolutely.
It was pretty much in your face from the get-go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what I prefer
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah. Austin Butler. He's so good.
If you want to talk about someone who should get an Oscar,
Yeah.
you
Totally.
know, mentioning Leo DiCaprio earlier, let's talk about Austin Butler.
Yeah, please. I mean, that villain performance, that was so awesome. So good. And I love his performance in Elvis.
Yeah,
But-
no, he's really good.
We need the cut of Doom Part 2 where he accidentally speaks in the Elvis voice.
Yes.
Well,
We need that.
Well, this is not Elvis. This is him as the villain in Doom Part 2.
No, that would actually happen behind the scenes.
yeah.
Oh,
'Cause He
really?
was so like in tune with his Elvis.
Oh, boy.
that
Yeah.
There were lines.
Wait.
There were lines he was supposed to say as Fade, but it came out in the Elvis accent.
Oh, right. Garrett said about that. Yeah.
I mentioned that.
John, did you not know that he had to hire a dialect coach to get rid of his accent?
Yeah.
No, I did not know.
Yeah,
that.
he
Oh,
had to.
goodness.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mentioned this during the Dune episode.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Paul.
You're good. Yeah, Doom Part 2, I think, especially. So, I'm going to preface this by saying that, in general, I disagree about the new Star Wars products, or, movies, series, and whatnot.
That's fine. Everybody has a
They
lot
don't-
of.
They don't do shit for me. They just don't. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I know all of us have different opinions on it. All four of
Yeah.
us have different
But Dune
opinions.
is the new Star Wars,
Um,
for sure.
That's not quite where I'm going with it.
Oh, okay.
For me, and I'm not nearly as into sci-fi as you two are, but what made me enjoy sci-fi was Revenge of the Sith when I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
It brought me in. It was like, this is amazing. I love what that did for me in my childhood. It gave me an escape, but more importantly, it gave me something to look forward to with the next installment.
Mhm.
I feel like that there are going to be kids, teens, whatever, who see Dune and Dune Part 2 who have that same feeling, that same magical feeling that they connect with, and this is going to be their Star Wars. And I love that because there hasn't been anything like that in my lifetime on that scale.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can see that.
I feel like the writing and I'm crapping on Star Wars for a minute, Dylan. Sorry. I feel like the writing and Star Wars has more even though it's PG-13, it's still more made for kids.
Yeah.
It's still very basic.
Yeah.
Dune is more masterful storytelling and stuff.
It's made to be a film, not a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
If this is an appropriate comparison, Dune is what I wish that the new Star Wars movie were.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
In terms of tone and atmosphere.
Okay. I can respect that. Yeah.
So that I apologize that I'm still blanking. I've been trying this entire time to fucking remember what my list was, and I didn't write it down. But
I know you don't care for the movie, but I feel like the Star Wars movie that got close to that recently was Rogue One.
Yeah.
Just in terms of more mature storytelling and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I might revisit it because my tastes have changed.
Yeah.
My tastes have changed over the last few years.
It is on my Voodoo.
By the way, everyone, if you want to log into Matthew's
No.
Voodoo,
No,
here
no,
is
no,
the
no.
login information.
No. Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to say before Dylan does his list?
I'll have one final thought to share whenever we conclude.
Okay.
For my 20s, number 5, Lightyear. We recorded a review rewind
Yep.
for that. Go check that out after this episode.
Yep.
Fucking love Lightyear. Lightyear's just
Me too.
So good.
Love it. Yeah.
Beautifully animated movie. I don't want to say a whole lot of the stuff that I
If I
said
did
in the
top,
review.
if we did
reward.
top 10 2020s, this definitely would have made my top 10 for sure.
Yeah, it was so good. I really loved it. Yeah, I thought it was amazing. Go check out Review Rewind.
Yes, on that one.
Number 4. Excuse me. Number 4 is Tenet. I said earlier, I really like Tenet. I thought it was really good. Yeah, it's the reason why I'm not the biggest Christopher Nolan fan. But that aside, like it is a very good movie. I think that it's amazingly acted. The score is amazing. Like we've already discussed it.
Yeah.
It's such a good fucking movie.
Just watch the movie. Just turn off your brain. Just enjoy it. And you don't have to concentrate on the
yeah.
story, which I'm going to have to try again next time.
Yeah,
I watched it twice, and I still don't understand.
Yeah, like I said, thinking a lot deeper about the movie throughout. The deeper you go, the more, in my opinion, it's just a complicated movie for the sake of being complicated. But
Yeah. But
I digress. That's
Yes.
my number 4. Number 3 is Leigh Whannell's The Invisible Man. So fucking good. I just
Nice.
love how it's shot. I love the design of it. I love the casting. Elizabeth Moss is
That's
so
within the
fucking good.
2020s.
Yeah,
2020.
It was 2020.
Yep.
Yeah.
Came out in 2020.
I'm going to put that at my number 5. I apologize. Continue.
No, you're good. No, it's really good. I do the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
No, I love it. It's amazing. I love seeing the behind the scenes for it. I still think that it's weird that we're not having the Invisible Woman movie that's supposedly still happening. I still think that's weird that we're not still continuing to follow Elizabeth Moss's character. Because the fact that she became a murderer by the end of Invisible Man is like, that's what Invisible Woman needs to be. Like, it needs to be like she's already fucking batshit crazy. Like she's been pushed to her fucking limit. Like,
I've only watched that movie once. I need to rewatch it.
it makes me so uncomfortable for the best fucking reasons. Like, it's just great. I think that it's shot amazingly, written beautifully. Like,
The fact that
so good.
in the story, the Invisible Man is, according to the director, in over half of the scenes.
Yeah. Yeah, they play with the negative space a lot. And I
It's-
fucking loved it.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah. I just love because they let the camera do most of the work. They don't have to do anything else. The implication is that somebody might be there.
Atmospheric storytelling at its finest.
Absolutely. It's the reason why I love Leigh Whannell for a variety of reasons. But the way that he does his storytelling, the way that he does his filmmaking, it really is fucking amazing. I love him as much as I think that the Wolfman design is incredibly fucked up in the worst reasons. I'm still super excited for it. I cannot wait to see what he did with Wolfman.
I'm on the same page with you. I don't hate the new design. I think that
They're going for a certain thing.
yes, and I can appreciate that. It's not the best design by any fucking stretch of imagination, but I'm very optimistic for it. The teaser that we got looks fucking amazing.
Yes, it looks really good.
Well,
Like
it
I'm
comes out-
not trying to knock it or anything.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
no, I gotcha. It comes out next year,
I thought it was
January.
Yeah,
January.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
Here next week for the Joker review.
More than likely, yes.
So next week, since we didn't decide on the episode yet, we're actually going to be doing 2 movie reviews.
Okay.
Review Rewind and the Joker review.
Okay.
We're going to review the Guillermo del Toro Wolfman movie.
Yes!
That's gonna
Yes!
That's going to be the start of Halloween Haunts.
Hell yes! I'm so fucking down for that. I love that movie. I really, really fucking love that movie. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about Benicio
That's
del
for
Toro
next
right
time.
now.
And of course, the Joker movie. So we'll
Yeah.
review that as well. So there you go.
Finishing out my list, number 2, Furiosa. It's so fucking good. I really
Yep.
love it.
And
Chris
we reviewed
Hemsworth
it.
as
Go
a
check it
villain,
out.
amazing.
It's great.
Yeah, go check out our episode on it. We did a full review
That's
for
our
it.
highest viewed episode, actually.
Really? I thought
yes, it is.
Yeah.
it's not Dune anymore.
No.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Right
Furiosa
on.
has, like,
So
214
disappointed
views.
that it
Okay.
did not do well on in terms of the movie box office. Very
Yeah.
disappointing.
I will say it's kind of be expected
Yeah.
after so long of Mad Max being in theaters.
And I feel like it's a different type movie.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It
I loved
wasn't-
it either way.
It was in the universe. It wasn't strictly a Mad Max movie.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just the tone was different in a way.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a shot of adrenaline.
Yeah.
There was actually a story
Yeah.
to it too.
Yeah.
Because Mad
And-
Max, let's face it, the story was pretty thin.
Yeah,
It was
Fury
just-
Road. It was like, okay, we're chasing after this thing. Go. That's fucking it.
Precisely why I hate that movie.
I think that it being simple allowed a lot of creative freedom. But
Yeah.
there is. Excuse me. Furiosa was really good. It was a great change of pace. I loved a lot of the things that they did with it. Go check our review if you haven't checked it out yet.
It is also
that's what I'm gonna say.
Walmart lowered the price.
Yeah.
So if you collect physical media, it is down to, I believe, $17.96 now.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And you should collect physical media.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're constantly under the threat of digital media
Yes.
being removed from underneath our feet.
Yeah.
So
Physical media is still a thing.
One
Yeah.
thing I'll say before you get to your number one, just real quick, you were talking about new franchises. Obviously,
Yes.
Dune is the biggest one, but in terms of, you said new franchises usually weren't that good, I believe you said, or something. I was gonna say, I'm surprised you didn't throw in Terrifier.
I don't consider it a franchise yet. Truthfully, I don't consider Dune a franchise quite yet either. It's clearly going that direction, which is why I
Okay.
still said that,
Gotcha.
as an umbrella term. I don't really consider a movie a franchise until it gets past a trilogy.
Okay.
okay.
Oh,
That-
okay.
That's
I,
fair.
I don't know if that's like an actual thing or not. That's just how I look at it.
No, that's fair.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
feel
fair.
like there's duology, trilogy, and then it's
Yes.
franchise. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
makes sense. Yeah,
Which
It-
they did confirm Terrifier for.
yeah,
Okay.
that's true. I forgot about that news.
I was unaware of that, so
yeah.
So there you go.
I don't see where the fuck they're gonna go with that. But art goes to space.
Art goes to space.
I said splace.
Splace.
I don't even know what
Wow.
that means.
No, move space a few more movies down the road. Have him go to a different country.
Art goes to hell.
I was thinking Art goes down under, and he goes to Australia.
Art goes to Manhattan.
You know what?
Yeah, I actually like that one though. I don't hate Jason Takes Manhattan.
I think that's one of the only Friday movies I haven't seen.
It's not good, but it's fun.
Yeah, I think I haven't seen like the last three.
We do need a space one. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
really
you're
getting off
fine.
track.
You're fine. Go
We
ahead.
need
Go
a
ahead.
space one. Before that, he needs to go to Australia. Next one, he needs to go to Florida. It's Art versus Florida Man.
Dude,
Oh,
Terrifier goes to Australia. That man is like the 16th most dangerous thing in this room right now.
Yes, sir.
God, I really wish that we had Gabby here for that one.
All right. But get to your number one real quick.
Number one, Dune Part 1 and Part 2.
There you
It's
go.
so fucking good. I agree. I agree with Paul on the way that Part 2 and Part 1 is structured for me at least. Where I prefer Part 2 over Part 1, but Part 1 just does all that heavy lifting. That's
Yeah.
the reason why I prefer Part 2. Part 2, it's just like if you've seen the first one, you're fucking good. If you haven't seen it, we'll give you some of the details at the beginning, but
Yeah.
you're kind of screwed otherwise. Like it's just like I feel like I don't feel bad for anybody that watched Part 2 and then was like, I didn't fucking get it because you didn't fucking watch Part 1. Like fucking, it's one. I don't want to get on the tangent. It's just like if you've been listening to the show, I've used the argument about like connected storytelling, about how you cannot complain about not getting Part B if you didn't watch Part A first, or not getting C if you didn't watch B. It's the same fucking thing here. Like I feel like if anybody would be like Part 2 fucking sucked, I don't get it. It's like you didn't fucking watch Part 1. Part 1 tells you literally everything you need to fucking know.
Exactly.
Like, I'm fucking sorry about you, bud. There's not a whole lot that you even needed to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's just a bunch of crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
Like, no, part 1 and Part 2, we beat it to death. It's so fucking good. I really need to watch it back to back. I haven't watched it back to back this year.
My brain
Not yet.
just came to me, and I should have done the Stro joke to Matthew, which I should have done that. I was gonna put Moonfall to troll you. I should have done that. It was a
That
missed
was-
opportunity.
That was my
Damn it.
That was
Yeah.
my original number
I
one.
almost I didn't even think
I
about
would
it.
have came over there and did the Freddy thing from Freddy versus Jason.
He doesn't get
I know. I'm about to
it.
He sticks his knife fingers in his nose and rips the nose off.
Oh
Damn,
boy.
yeah.
Yikes.
I forgot
I would have
about
ripped
that.
your nose off for that.
I would like to say one thing just to tie back into what Dylan was saying. I saw part 2 before I saw part 1.
No. I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm just.
No, what I'm saying is I didn't have any trouble following.
Yeah. No. I
You
know.
I
I'm sorry.
no, I said that just to say, like, you know, if you did watch part 2 before part 1 like me, and you couldn't follow it,
You guys keep going.
what?
You guys keep going. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought because he pointed at me and I thought that he said for me to go.
Paul, you need to fucking leave.
But no, I was saying that
like,
to
damn,
say,
John, jeez.
I was saying that to say that, like, I feel like that we should be able to see a second part without, you know, if you're like me and you know that part 1 is not as enjoyable for yourself, you should be able to see part 2 and, you know, maybe not understand the lingo, if that makes sense, but at least understand what is generally going on.
Yeah,
You know.
so like part 2, like they show the conflict and
Right.
and everything. So like you get the fact that there's
Yes.
shit going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
flashbacks.
And
and
to
stuff,
me, like, and this is just how my brain is wired. That's all the information I need to know.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I don't know why the fuck, because I haven't seen all of part 1 quite yet.
Mm.
But, you know, so I don't know why the fuck they were at that desert. I don't, you know, I don't need to know that to appreciate the movie or understand the fact that they are there and they have fucking enemies.
Yeah.
One thing you will like then is they said the Batman movies,
Uh-huh.
Penguin, the Batman Part 2, everything, like you'll appreciate it more if you watch all together, but everything can stand on its own.
Okay. Penguin is a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
Can't wait to
Haven't
watch
been
part 2
watching
or episode 2.
I'm not doing that tonight anymore. It's already
What?
It's 11:15.
That's the whole reason I came back.
Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. It's so late.
Yeah, I seen episode 1. I loved it so far.
Because this episode is even longer than the first one.
Oh man, dang.
Um,
We are gonna do
Yeah,
a
we're
moon.
gonna-
We are gonna do a Moonfall reaction, by the way. We're gonna like live stream it on YouTube and
I
stuff.
still haven't seen it.
And I don't
I
mind watching.
don't
wait
watch it
for
until
it.
then.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fine.
I don't mind
Yeah.
watching it again because it's so bad, but it's hilarious.
Oh, so
I
bad.
love disaster movies,
So bad.
and this one is a disaster, but a great way.
Sounds
At least
right
for
up
me-
my
This
fucking
actually
alley.
is a disaster.
and I don't mind.
Oh, when are we watching Apollo 18?
Fuck all of that. When the fuck are we going to finally watch Blood and Honey?
No.
You're not going back on it
No,
again.
I just.
We're
did.
not doing that this episode. It's fucking long.
We're not doing
let's
it now,
let's
buddy.
save this for after.
I already called it. No.
It's 2 hours and 48 minutes. Let's
Yeah,
just,
come on. We're not having this
podcast.
discussion right now.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Make sure to like, comment, share. Make sure to subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. Make sure to hit that bell notification. Hit that like button. Make sure to check out our social media. We're on Facebook, Threads. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're planning on expanding even more here soon. Am I missing anything?
No, thank you for joining us for this long Sci Fi September
Yeah,
series.
yeah,
Yes.
This whole series has been going on for a month.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been
So-
fun.
Thank you you guys seem to be really enjoying this. So we thank you guys for checking it out.
Yeah, thank you so much. It really means a lot to us.
May the
May the force be with you.
fracking live long and prosper, you darn dirty apes. Good night.
Good
God
night.
bless everybody.
We have been the Cinema Asylum Podcast. You guys were awesome. Thanks for coming out. Good night.